missing what you want. My brother's going down the drain. My sister's living the dream. But everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went blind. But everything's alright. We don't give a damn this time. My daddy was a gambling man with no strategy. Who gives a shit about him anymore? Guess we never really settled the score. Half the town screaming out in vain. The other half is fake. But everybody's singing along. It's okay, we'll all soon be gone. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went blind. But everything's alright. We don't give a damn this time. Yeah! Everyone's a hypocrite. In this game we cannot win. Hey, what's the matter with the bright red lights? Hey, in the moment when the world went blind. But everything's alright. We don't give a damn this time.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Back to Warcraft III Cup number 152. We are in the process of finishing the seedings. Gotta double check that nobody slid in. Everybody is checked in. We made a little whoopsie in the beginning since we have a seeding tool, and that seeding tool kind of deleted a couple of the contestants, but they had to check in anyway, and whoever didn't check in wasn't in anyway, so it should be fine. We got 19 players, which is cool. 35 bucks for the winner, 15 for the runner-up, plus points for the weekly. I think we are good to go. Processing the check-ins, and with that, we should be good to go once I change this to best of 5 and this to best of 3 and quarter final, this to best of 3. Boom, 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 right? Yep. Go, 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 go. One last check. 19 players. Nobody sneaking in. And here we go. Announcement. Bracket is live. We got the map pool with Concealed Hill, Hammerfall, Shallow Grave, Springtime, and Tide Hunters. And we're gonna copy that. And we're good to go. Good luck, everybody. Alrighty, 19 players. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. We will check out what our first... Hey! Show me the bracket. There we go. What our first match is. We got some bangers here, my dudes. Shout out to everybody signing up. One Dao versus Hasu. Loyu versus Laparet. Jonathan versus Jira. Dice is waiting as he signed up here. Sharky versus Mr. Winner sounds like a hell of a game. Soima versus Dennis. Lucifer versus Godrian. Chaemiko is back. Super cool to see. Priest versus Skimmy. Also insane. Sonik is waiting for his opponent as one of the top players. And Sheik versus Astrakon. Nice as well. So IMO, either Priest and Skimmy or Sharky and Mr. Winner? What do you want? What do you want? I'll go Flow TV. So we do have some time. All right, all right, all right. Super cool to see Priest. Man, Priest had a banger match against Teko. We casted the replay. Sharky, little shark, Priest. So far, 3-1 for Sharky, eh? I know that Skimmy hates to be casted. So maybe I'm doing him a favor. I don't know. I don't know. Sharky. Seems like people want the baby shark, huh? Yeah, Skimmy, if that changed and you want the spotlight, I mean, you got a privileged position. You can dictate what we do. So if you want to be on the main stage, feel free to let me know. Do whatever you like. That's good. That's good. That's good. Yeah, Carson is on European tour with his band, the Banks Brothers. Now HawK realized he's not in the grid. Oh no. We had a little fuck up with HawK last week already and it was also my fault. Oh no. Can I add him later? No. Tournament has started. I can't. Sorry, man. My fault again. It's bad. Ay. Mr. Neo making mistakes left and right. Yeah, Carson's on tour in Europe. The Banks Brothers in support of some other band. Wait, does it say on their homepage? Yeah. So if you want to check out Carson, they are playing next week in Mainz, Rotterdam, and then the UK. That means Carson seems to be currently in Germany. So this is, oh, is he past? Oh, he's in Czechia. He was in Vienna. He was in Munich, Zurich as well. So yeah, currently Carson as close to me as like, I don't know, 3 years ago last time. He didn't check into any of the broadcasts, I feel. Last time when he was in England, he was constantly part of. Carson is all grown up. Yeah. Yeah, he's too busy. Too busy with European culture. I mean, last time he was in the UK, right? He's probably, when you're in the UK, probably just in the bus and trying to get away from society. Here in Europe, things are different. So Sharky and Mr. Winner is probably our first game then. Sharky and Mr. Winner. 2 household names. It's the round of 16. Somebody got a link to the music? Exclamation mark Carson. Yes, Carlson. Okay, Sheik's game is starting as well. Nice, 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 nice. It is Carlson, yes. Known from the famous dance. That's how he was created, during one of these Carlson dances. I mean, it has to be Carlson. That means he's the son of a Carl. It would be weird if he's the son of a car. Okay, first games are starting. Soima is playing. Hazu and Wandao are playing. Lucy and Matt Militia are playing. But yeah, we're waiting for Mr. Winner, who's here. And Sharky is also here. Wonder if Sharky is still with Human or if that changed. I haven't seen a game of his in a while, I gotta be honest. Germany's biggest talent. That's what he is. We got some insane games this afternoon with Happy and 40. Hopefully we get some good games here as well. Of course, the race is on for the June monthly final. Looking forward to that. Very much looking forward to that. I'm going to be here pretty much all month for you on Sunday evenings. With Carson, again, being on tour. So sorry if you miss him already. I can understand. Little fumbly bumbly will be spread into the cast every now and then. Can't do the musters though. Impossible. Okay, Sheik and Astra found each other, it seems like. I'm still waiting for the game to start, of our game. Looking forward to seeing Soima again. Haven't seen Soima in a while. Neo cosplaying as Carlson would be S tier. How can I match? How can I match the beauty? Especially the hair. I need a wig. Or to stream with in a hoodie, but my headset is too big, or is it? That's kind of how he led us streams, right? But it looks odd. This looks really odd. I don't know if I like this. It is comfy though. I am. Okay, Sharky and Mr. Winner are vetoing for like 5 minutes. Let's see. Not that they put the game on like private. Robot. No Robot Ninja game. Just yet. Yeah, in case you haven't seen. Ah, now they're coming. Yeah, Mr. Winner. Nice. In case you haven't seen the game earlier, by Happy and Fortitude. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Don't get deterred with the 3-0 early. Things got crazy. Yo, thank you, Stempel, for the 10 euros. You are awesome. Thank you, Stempel. That is freaking lovely, mate. That is freaking lovely. I see that today. Today is Xbox Game Fest. Is this where Blizzard news are displayed now as well? Because they are like Activision got bought by Microsoft, and Microsoft obviously has Xbox. It's probably just another 20-minute teaser of Call of Duty, if there's some Call of Duty stuff. Thanks for the help. It is my pleasure, Mr. Flo. Last time at Summer Games Fest, or was it Summer Games Fest, or was it Video Game Awards? Warcraft 3 wasn't even mentioned. It was crazy. If there's big news, somebody will tell us anyway. Still waiting for the game to start. Did Priest and Skimmy start? Yeah, right. Oh, maybe not. So it seems like all games started, like legit, every single one, except the ones that we want to watch. Happens, I guess. From tomorrow on, by the way, we're gonna have the evening hours filled with a new RTS called Immortal Gates of Pyre. We're gonna have a ladder session tomorrow with me. And some show matches. On Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then on Saturday, there's another show match of myself, yours truly. It's a secret opponent. Okay, I'm just gonna join the game to see if they started or not. No. Okay. I'm in the game. Who cares? Then I know if it started or not. Alrighty, we're ready to go! Finally! Took us 17 minutes, but here is the first game of the tournament. It is Mr. Winner. It is Sharky. Mr. Winner with a slight MMR lead, but you never know. You never know with Sharky, and you never know with Mr. Winner. Especially Sharky. Like, I got no clue what the kid is playing. And I think our overlay bugged, but I guess it can be fine for like one game. And then next game I'm gonna make sure that overlay is working. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Troubled day today. I bet my life Mr. Winner's going Rifle Casters. In Human Mirror, doesn't he play like Knights, Griffins, Gyros or something? Still on one base? Sharky could be Chucky in yellow, by the way. Was about to say, could be Archmage rifles. But no, that is not the case. Straight up. Maybe you will lose your life. Use a prime sub instead. Instead of your life. That's worth more anyway. Mean. I got 7, it's okay. You're a cat? I still find it weird that there's no differentiation in English between a male cat and a female cat. In German, we got Katze for female cats and Kater for male cats. Apparently you don't have that in English. Even though it's a big difference, isn't it? There was a dark one. A little bit of light-hearted fun, you know. Male cat, female cat, done. Yeah, but that's true. But don't you think cat sounds very feminine? I don't know. Both are opening up as you would in the meta. Same with chicken. Nah, that's... Rooster and cock are both males, right? Different words for the same word. What am I, Spanish? You seem to be highly confused, I gotta say. Maybe you should name, I don't know, cat and cot. Cot sounds more male. A cat with an E? I'm not telling you what to do. You F it up anyway. You can also use Katze for male cat. What? Who does that? What do we got, by the way? Lionhorn and Sobi. Mr. Robot Ninja. Got the nuts here. Cod is male. What is cod? That is a word? I don't know. Not native. I don't know. I just know Call of Duty. That's the only cod I know. What's up, Hate Spark? Cod is a fish. Ah! Isn't that a koi? Are you confusing cod and koi? Just making sure that it's not the same thing. Cod is a little house. Oh, like cottage. That's a couple of footmen lost here and lots of damage on Mr. Winner, but no losses. Different fish. Ah.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, Mr. Ninja. Gotta be careful with that Archmage. Oh. Is that calculated? I guess. He needs to get some kills out of this. And he might be, actually. That's a nice little move by Mr. Ninja. Maybe one more kill? It's all levels, right? Mr. Winner got to level 3. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Got it. That's super annoying. Not bad. On the cost of Archmage as well. So Sharky had no shop. Oh, the entire time he was just microing in Mr. Winner's base. Because he had no shop. That is unfortunate.
A player's
Mr. Winner is already on tier 2. Sharky trailing behind quite a bit. Buzzkill. Thank you for the 2 years. Congrats, congrats. Was there a King of the Hill yesterday? Was it fun? Sharky is very aggressive. Oh, no way. He got him? He got him! So he trades the TP for Mr. Winner as well. Dude, Sharky with the moves. Mr. Skimmy, how did it go?
A town is under siege.
Since Priest had a game against Teko that went to the very, very, very last building, I assume that Priest is in insane shape. And it was a rough match. You won? Holy shit. So Teko wins against Priest when, like, with only one building. And did you have more than one building? That means you're better than Teko. That's quite an upset, Mr. Skimmy. I should have cast your game. But then he would have probably lost. Ah, it's tough. That is a wild back and forth here in that human mirror, by the way. Sharky is freaking rich. And Mr. Winner is going tier 3, as I assume. No, 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 no. Can he hide? He got the cloak. Oh, holy moly, that was so close. But how does he get out of here? The second he turns around, Mr. Winner should have a hammer. Or some water elemental splashes. And how do you get out? What can you do? What can you do? What am I meant to do? Duh.
A player's forces are under
LOL! Mr. Winner is sleeping because he's revealing here. Nice, Sharky. Nice. Pick the perfect moment to run away. That's so unfortunate. Oh, the great escape. I hope Sharky is laughing about this as well. That was fun.
a player's forces are under attack.
This is why the Back to Warcraft Weekly Cups are awesome. And Sharky is putting on a good game. He is Mr. Winner now goes Magic Sentry, so he always has reveal. Adept overcome, huh? Yeah. Imagine the surprise when he used the reveal and there was no Archmage. So we got Mass vs. Class. Tier 3 on the way. But Mr. Winner, no blacksmith yet, so also no knight.
A player's forces are under attack.
Level-wise, Sharky is trailing a bit behind, but it's all about that Mountain King most of the time. Especially in Breaker Mirror. But Mr. Winner doesn't like Breaker Mirror. He is a man of the people.
A player's forces are under attack.
How can Sharky counter this though? Do you at some point have to catch up?
A player's forces are under attack.
Creep Jack. Ooh, this might come before the big strong tier 3 is online. Sharky in the yellow with an opportunity here. We have a big invo potion though from that camp, so Mountain King should be safe. Wait, is that a surround? No way. That little stone here blocks. Mr. Winner is not Mr. Lucky. But he's Mr. Staff. Yeah, Sharky is holding his ground for sure. And since there's no knight in the fight, he has nothing to fear, really. Dispel. Getting rid of water elementals. But yeah, against the Holy Light, it's really hard to fight. He gets the surround! It's too powerful, right? With Holy Light and Invo Potion, maybe Hero Focus is not the thing to do. But the straight up fights, man. I don't know. Sharky is kinda out-microing him here, as it seems. Unfortunately. Oh, wait! Paladin is gone. Look at these surrounds, man! Those are gorgeous. Staff's on cooldown. Pally is not there. And we have a Stormbolt in now. This Mountain King's... Oh, yeah, Invo Potion. I forgot about that Invo Potion. Archmage level 5 as well. Is he just holding on to that surround? No way. It was a big Invo Potion. So all that damage for pretty much nothing. But I love the Sorks. There's no breakers to flip back that slow. There's just a handful of priests with a limited amount of dispel. For Mr. Winner, of course, extremely important to keep the Mountain King alive. Expo for Sharky is running. Heal Scroll would be great. Should be ready. Nobody was at the shop for a long time. I worry though. God damn, Sharky has 1800 gold. We got Blizzard. Boink. Boink. Nice Stormbolt against it, but we just go again, right? Blizzard barely has any cooldown. Boink. 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 The Blizzard is crazy. Every Archmage spell is crazy. The heal wards in the back instantly cancelled. Well done, Mr. Winner. Sharky, spend your gold! Pally? Ah, Town Portal Squad. That is a nice back and forth match, I gotta say. And Sharky still has 2k gold. I'm pretty sure Mr. Winner is playing Warcraft longer than Sharky is old. For everybody unaware, Sharky 15 years old. Mr. Francis, I saw you in the B Cup qualifier. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. You're gonna show these guys how it's done.
Players' forces are under attack.
Sharky has been 15 for 3 years. I feel so too. Isn't it like the older you get, the perception of time is like shortening? But yeah, we're getting older and it's like a year lasts even longer than before.
Players' forces are under attack.
I saw the heart. Yeah, I had to. Dude, waiting for this for so long. Mr. Apeman, welcome, welcome. Lots of real life at the moment, huh? Not playing? Oh, the surround again. Gorgeous. Hopefully... Yeah, he got an Invo Potion. Nice heal scroll as well. Mr. Winner stacking up on staffs. I kinda don't like that. Oh, there's a lot of damage! Holy shit. So much AoE, it's crazy! Dude, Sharky has a big lead. There's not too many knights, actually. Like, knights should destroy this, and especially mortars should destroy this. Careful, careful. Mountain King. Oh, no! Of course, no Holy Light, no anything. Can he get him back from the tavern with slow? Still quite some mana. Time goes faster when you're young and everything is novel. But think back, like, how when you were young, the time between two Christmases seemed like an eternity. And now it happens every other week, it feels like. Oh, Mr. Winner goes to micro! Look at that stud. Mountain King saved again after a little focus. I don't think Sharky has tier 3. Oh, he does! Oh, yeah. But he's not doing anything with it, right? Not yet, at least. Sharky doesn't give a damn about the Mr. Winner army. Because he's got to respond since that knight, that hero knight, whooped out the entire expo. That is a problem. Like, if that was a shop, he's so good. Taken forever to tear that knight down. Any chance for Sharky? This is an odd position. Can't really allow yourself to get militia, right? Still going breakers despite the tier 3. I really wonder why. Wouldn't knights always be better? Maybe he doesn't have the lumber and he just wants something. Breakers are falling so quickly now. Also a problem for Sharky to never get level 5. With all the staffs and holy lights and stuff, there was not much to kill. Triple production sorcerers now? I don't know if that will help with damage. Wow, and now he's completely falling apart. God damn, Mr. Winner! The legend, all that experience is paying off. I like the blizzard. Still thousands and thousands of damage. Oh, but super competitive. Mr. Winner is like 200 MMR higher. So losing here is no shame. Usually Sharky is complaining when I put him up against HawK. Today that wasn't the case. I still couldn't manage it, but very good game. Very cool human mirror. Feels like this one night really caught him off guard. Ouch. 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 But Mr. Winner stands true to the name. He is an absolute winner. And Tide Hunters again with people like Tekko and Mr. Winner. Looking good. Mr. Witty! Thank you for the re-raid, my dude. Sonik did a little promo for our cup. That undead. It's like me casting when I still had hair. Re-raid Pog. Yeah, Witty and I play raid ping pong. Obviously, I would own him at ping pong. Do British people play ping pong? I don't know. Yeah, thank you, Sonic, for that promo. Okay, we take a look at the bracket, guys. What happened? Any upsets? We got Dice in the next round. We got Dice versus Mr. Winner, Soima versus Lucy, Chaemiko versus Skimmy. Oh, damn. I've played it before. It's alright, kind of stressful. Good physics in the game, though, and good graphics. Sonic vs. Jonathan, Sheik in the next round as well. So, do we want to cheer for Skimmy against Jay? And then maybe go for Sonic vs. Sheik? And then the winner here against Jay or Skimmy? Is that a good road? Freaking Skimmy defeated Priest. That's a beast. Best of 3, quarter final. Oh, Chaemiko was Chaemiko. No. It was Skimita. There it is. Is the game on Float TV? Float TV. Float TV. Not yet. Saison. Nope, not yet. Ah. They just hosted. I'll use Flow TV. Yeah, Mr. France is gonna conquer B Cup. Easy Katka. There's gonna be so many hero kills. The Asians won't know what happened to them. Tomorrow is a clan war, by the way, that I'm gonna be casting. It is Phantom Aces versus Thunder Ducks. That's gonna be fun. I'm gonna meet up with the Aces dudes in voice and cast this little biased broadcast. Skimmy OP, Skimmy mega OP, defeating Priest, who's easy over 2k. MMR. Is Tuesday only one opponent? I think that depends a little on number of signups. 1 or 2. Shouldn't be a long day though. Maybe it is only 1. I don't know. I'm over 2k as well. Doesn't change the fact. Now, okay, great. Now you know that I'm casting you, and you're gonna play like shit. But you have to overcome your stage fright, Skimmy. Timmy will play Pally Rifle. Yeah, let's go. You know how to beat it. Easy. Pally Rifle. Who loses to Pally Rifle in 2022? 25. Let's go. Mr. Apeman says, I have nothing to do for 1 hour. Maybe you want to co-cast. Of course. Join me whenever. Big pleasure. Mr. Apeman, are you here?
Yes, hello everybody. Nice to see you, Mr. Neo. Welcome, chat.
Well, wonderful, wonderful. What a pleasant surprise that you're free.
I have nothing to do, and there is some cool Warcraft 3, so I decided to ask for the co-cast. And so thank you for the invitation. And what are we going to cast? Is it Skimmy versus Chaemiko?
Yes, game just started in 2.5 minutes. We're gonna have it on Flow TV. New Skimmy account.
Yeah, exactly. So this orc, right, is a scimitar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell that I don't play anymore because I used to know all of the 2K MMR guys. And now I'm like, oh, who is this guy? Some Chinese orc, maybe?
Since you met the CEO of Twitch, you don't have to play ladder anymore, huh?
Yes, that's how and then of course we have World of Warcraft on top of that. So
Really?
I'm kidding.
thank
I'm
you.
married to this game. Don't worry.
I'm very worried whenever I see that one of my friends is starting World of Warcraft. They get lost for 6 months.
Well, the good part is that I already spent a lot of time in other games, so just there is no time. And look at me, Mr. Neo. I'm at stream and already getting gifted stuff.
Yeah, people are happy to see you. Thank you, Copilot93 for the 5 gift subs, making use of that sweet discount. Less than 3 for the 8-man.
Thank you, Mr. Copilot, and nice to see you and Mr. Neo. So I'm excited. We are waiting on Flow TV just to confirm, right?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay, so I will start first. So I met Scimitar in 4v4 when he was 1600 MMR. I was 1600 MMR. It was like 2 years ago. And have you known that we had like big drama? And now we are the best friends, so that's amazing. What about you? How you met Mr. Scimitar?
Scimitar is, of course, a longtime viewer of the stream, longtime supporter of the stream, and I met him in person at Raraland, and he's a very, very fine fella.
Okay, so you never like played versus him, right?
No. He's like 600 MMR higher than I am. How would we meet? I don't play 4 and 4.
I mean, in the past, he was starting as well, so like he progressed a lot. In last 2 years, like 400 MMR at least. So that's very impressive. And also, he can play 2 races, right? He can play orc, and he can play human.
Exactly. He switched a little bit when Pally Rifle got OP. I think he switched to human, or when human in general was on the rise. But now back to orc, back to his true nature. And the game has started against a legend of Korea, one of the coolest human players there ever was. Under the name of Saison Human is Chaemiko. Are you a fan of Chaemiko? Were you around when Chaemiko was playing competitively?
Okay, I'm getting nostalgic here. It's 2021, okay, Mr. Neo. It's autumn 2021, and I joined this ESL Monday Cup. Do you remember them?
Oh, yes.
A lot of pro players played them to farm points for DreamHack or something. And I used to be a 1400 MMR undead back then. And in the first round on Amazonia, in best of 1, I met Chaemiko. And my plan was to meet him in the middle of the map and just mass coil him with my Death Knight level 1. And I did it, and then he crept, and killed me. So that's my memory. And I saw that he was streaming, right? So after the stream, because I wanted to like make, friends in the community, I went to his stream and I said, "Oh, it was you, GG." And he said, "Oh, Soul Goodman, thank you for your service."
He is
That's what he said to me.
He's such a nice guy. I had the privilege to meet him in real life. Super cool dude. Big movie fan. Big fan of alcoholic beverages. That's why he's working in a bar, or was, I think. But yeah, both players, very nice guys. It's very hard to choose someone to root for.
Yes, and next series maybe will be between a very rude guys. I'm kidding. So, as we can see on the bottom left, it's Mr. Chaemiko. There is no Pala Rifle. There is classic Archmage with 3 farms and with a very, very aggressive creep road. And is he going to... How many peasants is he going to lose? Because again, Scimitar is going to cross the map and harass immediately with Farseer.
Let's go. The wolves are hungry. Thank you, Caesar Augustus, for the 6 months. 461 consecutive days. You rock. Thanks for all the content and try to keep it up, please. Of course, mate. Of course. The big 500 is a little more than a month away.
Okay, so it's all about this last hit. The Rogue Golem is surrounded by all of the human units. Scimitar is trying his luck. But of course it's Chaemiko. So far, Farseer has 0 experience. It's very impressive. I know that Leon is amazing with this, and we have the first experience. The Troll Trapper goes to Scimitar.
Nice. Dude, Scimitar is gaming. Of course, very few people have more gift subs on this channel as Scimitar has. As far as I know, Chaemiko 0 gift subs, so my allegiance is clearly with Scimitar.
Yeah, he's gifting us the gift of amazing games, and as you can see, Arcane Tower is here. It means that yes, maybe the peasants are a little bit safer. And look at this micro. He may be working as bartender, but he's running with 1 red HP militia, and he successfully kept the one of the peasants alive. That's very important, but he's not taking right yet, and the orc tech is like 1/3 done. So this is pretty good, and now the good part of human gameplay starts because he can leave his base. He like graduated college, he found the first job, and he can enter this evasive creeping universe.
Okay, he's gonna realize soon that part of his paycheck is gonna go to the government, because Skimmy isn't done here yet and is taking away his resources with 1 sweet, easy kill. Skimmy might be out of college, but he's still learning on that Archmage. For example, how to summon Water Elementals level 2. That's the big goal, but he's still kind of far away from it.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we are at the same time. It's 4 minutes, 8 seconds, 9, 10,
I'm a
4,
bit
11.
behind you. Like, I'm at 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Okay, perfect. I don't want to sound too smart, guys. It's just a coincidence. And now look at this. You were right. Scimitar is going in, and he lost all of the mana already, so he can just rely on these right-click attacks. And Chaemiko, that's greedy, you know. He's testing the waters. I like to do it myself. He's like, okay, how much damage I can deal here? And look at this. Chaemiko surrounded with the headhunters.
Oh, he got 2 of them. Chaemiko with the block. That's so sick. 2 headhunters for 1 worker. That is a good trade. That's these little things that Chaemiko is so known and loved for. The human micro. Very few people have better micro.
Well, that's for sure. And now it's time for a revenge. He went for defend, and his Archmage is on level 3. There is no reinforced burrows, but they have spikes. It's amazing versus Footies. That's why Chaemiko is probably going to just park the Footies in the gold line, right? He doesn't want to damage them by attacking the buildings. He just wants to stop the gold mining, and he needs this impact because he lost a lot of lumber.
Oh, Archmage! Almost surrounded, but against Defend Footman, maybe you don't want that. But Skimmy holds on to the burrow. That's very important, so he can get this second hero out. TC halfway through. We got spikes. I really like that. Couple of peasants lost here and there. Also a headhunter. How do you feel about the new defense, Soul? Is it fairly balanced now, or do you feel like it's too weak with the new patch?
It's quite rare to see the new defense played very well. I have seen a few games where human player on high MMR in tournament make it work, you know. Usually we see myself and some other human players, they like to play, 2 farm tech, which basically reduces the amount of footy you make, but to be honest, again, I don't have a strong opinion here, but Chaemiko has a strong opinion. Look at the Farseer, healing potion on time.
So much damage, so many resources lost in the repair, but Skimmy's lumber is still looking quite good. Instead, his gold is a problem, but it's fascinating when you see a former pro player and how much leverage they can get out of just an Archmage and the Water Elemental. So much trouble caused with so few units.
Yeah, the good news is that for Chaemiko, you know, and of course Chaemiko is a big favorite here, so Scimitar is doing very well. I have seen games, you know, when professional orcs were in a bigger trouble than Scimitar is right now. But yes, as you can see, there is no tier 2 buildings just yet for the orc. There is no bestiary, and the Spirit Lodge got cancelled as we speak, and those 2 buildings are very, very, very important. But in the meantime, look at this. There is no buildings, tier 2 buildings for human as well, because he lost so much lumber, but MK is crossing the map.
Is that enough? Maybe 1 Stormbolt to seal the deal. Skimmy desperate to get the lodge up. Second try doesn't work.
A player's forces are under attack.
Ooh. Did he weather the storm now, or is the worst yet to come?
No. I think he will be fine. You know, he has shop up. His Tower and Chieftain looks healthy. It's not one of those games where a human can finish him. And look at this tier 3 for the human. That's quite funny. What is it going to be, Neo? Like, is it like mass rifles? And Farseer, no!
Ooh, even
Okay,
dropped,
healing potion.
even
Yeah.
dropped the item. Yeah, nice save for now, but Mountain King has more hammers and there's not another potion. Rip.
Yeah, he has the killer instinct. Maybe he has in real life, okay? Maybe he's working a day-to-day job or night-to-night because he's a bartender. But let me tell you, when a pro player like that, and even ex-pro player, he sees the opportunity, he can, as you mentioned, make miracles with just Archmage MK in 2 units. Scimitar, you know, he played it well, but the first map goes to Chaemiko.
Yeah, Skimmy, really good performance, man. That looked fine. Getting a creep steal there at the laboratory, delaying level 3, defending nicely. This is nothing to be ashamed of. That was one strong Scimitar.
Yes, that's true. By the way, we are going to play on Springtime now, and I checked the map statistics in 1v1. Have you know that Springtime is not that popular? Like, he's like on the bottom, like of most played maps on
Really?
Warcraft III Champions at all. Yeah, so the least played maps are Warhail, because you know it's big, it's kind of human friendly, it's macro friendly. It's like a little bit like Twisted Meadows, right? In some aspects, and there are boats. People are get confused by boats. You need to be extraordinary human being like Carson to fall in love with boats, basically, if the boats rushes and so on. So yes, Warhail, the new map, you know, this Boulder Vale is not very popular because yes, people usually veto the new maps because yes, we are old and it's hard to learn when you're over 30. And the third spot goes to Springtime, to my surprise, because I really like this map.
Yeah, me too. Melting Valley also not that popular, but yeah, 4th least played, lower than Shallow Grave is a big surprise to me.
Yeah, the same. So that's interesting, and at least we can see it. Was this map made by Safe Orcas?
Springtime, yes.
Okay. So I really like this in the middle. Okay, Mr. Neo, I'm fast forwarding. I'm not clicking anything else. Hopefully, I'm not going to be too much in the future. And look at this. It was like, to be honest, I didn't even want. I mean, I have some in real life appointment later, so I was like, I'm not going to stream. I was watching you. I got excited about Scimitar and other games, and now I know why I got this feeling, and I know why you accepted the invitation, because Polar Rifle summoned me somehow.
Yeah, you call each other. You're like a magnet to Peli Rifle. Whenever you appear, there's at least one game. We even saw Peli Rifle earlier today by Fortitude. Did you see that?
No, versus Happy?
Yes.
Okay, was it terrible?
No, it was very successful.
Oh,
He
won?
He won. There was a fight, Mr. Apeman, where Fortitude lost 1 rifleman, and that's it, nothing else, but killed 15 ghouls.
Well, zombie apocalypse movies are usually like that, so maybe they will cast Fortitude in some Chinese zombie apocalypse movie after those games. Okay, so let's go to the basics of this game. So on the top left we have Chaemiko, who is opening with the slow paladin, so old school build, and I have minute 1:57, 58, 59, 2.
Once again, you're 1 second ahead of me. I'm at 2 minute 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so Scimitar is going to cross the map. He did it in at map number 1, and he's playing Farseer Headhunter without the Grand Opener. That's okay. And yes, he has experience. I played Polar Rifle versus him. He's pretty good versus this strategy. Definitely, he's watching a lot of Back to Warcraft, so he often listens to one of particular caster rambling about orcs not having the perfect counters. So I really hope that we are going to see this Panda second.
This time I don't even know which particular caster you mean, because I feel like we all do it and we're all angry at the orcs for not playing a proper anti-Peli rifle. But yeah, Scimitar is listening to us a lot and hopefully learns something, and he also watches your content a lot, so he knows exactly what the Peli rifle is doing. So the perfect preparation knowledge-wise for Scimitar.
Yes, definitely. And you know, with Polar Rifle, successful defense is just the start, right, of the road here. So Chaemiko, you know, may have 2,500 MMR, but he has 0 experience. Oh, he actually killed the first wolf, so 20 experience goes to the Paladin. But yes, Scimitar is doing A-OK by just keeping Paladin player, you know, in one spot. And remember, he's accumulating slowly his headhunters that hopefully he will give to Panda second, or maybe he'll go crazy and he will go for the Naga tier 2 Alin. We'll see about that. So far, so good for both players, but you know, if we compare like it to Starbuck would pressure much more, right? Look at this, he surrounded the mammoth.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the best call, but yeah, surely a surprise, little flex, you know. I can surround too. I know, Chaemiko, that you're known for your body blocks and surrounds, but look at me, Scimitar, with the same skill.
Yes, Scimitar can deal a lot of damage here. Chaemiko is not pulling militia. Okay, he got the item, he got the experience, that's good. But you know, he lost a little bit of HP on one of the rifles. I mean, it's still okay for both players. And the last hit? No last hit by Chaemiko. Okay, the game is even.
Oh, last one. There's 3 creeps, of course. Whoever gets 2 has the lead. We get quite some damage on the rifle. That's another Holy Light. Might just be the last one already. It is not that easy to handle here for Chemi. And I like how Skimmy gets the last hit and also distributing the damage.
Yes, so far so good. Let's check in the inside of the human base. There is a, let's say, a Fortitude shop, right? So if Fortitude is expecting a lot of trades, he'll make the shop early. And as you mentioned, there is a lot of very, very, very low HP rifles, which is amazing. Are we going to witness the first rifle kill? Not yet, but mana is gone. But actually on both heroes, so again, it's quite all right. But now the question is, what Scimitar is going to do? I'm checking out the altar. I'm checking out the tavern. Is it going to be the panda? It looks like the panda, Neo. Oh yes. Are you satisfied?
So far, everything's perfect, and it's getting even better. So the panda and the headhunters go creeping, and the Farseer goes harassing. This is what Scimitar, a 2000 MMR player from Germany, is doing better than all the Asian orcs out there.
Be careful. Almost the last hit, you know. But as you mentioned many times, just presence of the Farseer will stop Scroll of Regen. Efficiency of Scroll of Regen will be stopped. Panda got level 2 already, and we have tier 3 on the way. Mr. Neo, what is the consensus? Should we play now double Tower and Totem on one Tower and Totem and still Berserkers? What would you suggest for all of the orc fans around the world?
I would say both definitely work, as long as you don't commit too hard to Tauren. Everything is fine. Like 1 or 2 walkers could be good if you want to mix that in. 2 Tauren totems are nice. Otherwise, high damage output by headhunters is also good.
Farseer,
Yeah.
okay, it's okay.
Oh,
You're right. Too close. Microing 2 screens at the same time is hard. I've been there, right? He's thinking about how to heal the panda. He comes a little bit too close to the Pali Rifle army, and this gift goes to Pali Rifle University Museum.
Well, they probably feel like they need some gifts if they want to have a chance competitively. That was surely a gift for the XP bar of the Paladin, who was struggling a little with level 3, but with that donation, easy peasy level 2 Holy Light.
It was Farseer level 1, so it's all fine, you know, but it would be better to just deny to the creeps, you know, stuff like that.
That's right.
But yes, Panda is level 3. That's what is important with Big Mana Potion. What Fortitude is doing. First thing first, I never seen the farm layout like that. It's like an abomination, to be honest. You want to have a fig base, you know, to stop the lames, but he's like, okay, Scimitar is not a lamer. He's a big back to Warcraft fan, and so he too is too nice to be a lamer. And we have the big fight. Is it going to be a big fight, good fight? We'll see about that. The first Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze Codex, pretty well. One rifle is dead, and yes, Scimitar understands. He needs to disengage now. He's not ready yet.
Yeah, tier 3 is right around the corner. That's 300 gold invested. That didn't pay off yet. He wants to prevent leveling of that Blood Mage, who's kinda stuck and wasn't in the group. Waiting for an invo potion maybe, or the resources, or the second heal scroll. I don't know, but Skimmy also doesn't have the damage yet, and you don't want to fight until your Berserkers and Tauren are ready.
Yeah, tier 3 is online. Of course, now we need to make decision between Fire Lord, Shadow Hunter. Fire Lord is more popular. It's all about this soul burn or hex, you know, to stop the siphon mana. And yes, he's going to the tavern. It's going to be Fire Lord. And he has Berserkers almost. The worst item for the Polar Rifle player. It's the Vampiric Aura, of course. True Shot would be amazing here, but it's okay. But yes, Scimitar needs to be patient a little bit more. But look at this, Chaemiko is going tier 3. Like, Chaemiko has like very modern like builds, you know, so he once like raided me and he said that he sometimes is watching my stream, so maybe he wasn't lying, Kappa.
So, influencer man. Yeah, feels like he's going for the Gryffles. Griffin and Rifles.
Okay.
But that will take some time.
Okay, we are laming a little bit. Again, imagine 4 farms in the wall and there is no wall. So yes, we are laming, and you know what? You need to make Gryphons, Mr. Neo, you need lumber, and Mr. Scimitar is getting very comfortable inside of the human base, and the lumber is going to be reduced as well. This is an example for all of the Polar Rifle players. Don't make your farms like that at the back of your base, because they are useless. They are just actually blocking your lumber extraction. And yes, speaking of lumber of Mr. Chaemiko now got hurt by a lot.
That's right, only 250. Skimmy had to go through the big mana potion. That's a bit unfortunate, but that was also quite some damage. 9 workers only, 8 rifles only. Now creeping, working on the levels a little bit, working on the Tauren. Skimmy is having a good game against one of the best humans of all time.
Yeah, speaking about Soul Apeman influencer, do you remember the hybrid laming term?
I do.
That was the perfect example, right? He decided to make this one run by, and that's it. Now he's creeping, he's getting a fighting tier 3 army. And he even has Orb of Lightning. I was about to say Orb of Lightning would be cool, and he already has it. And now, I like that he's scouting the main base of human, because we know that human base is... Paladin, and there is Orb, 1 second. Proc for Scimitar, aye. 3 hits without proccing, unlucky.
Yeah, the Paladin is no obsidian statue. There it would have procced immediately, everybody knows. We fight fire with fire and Fire Lord with Fire Lord. If you soul burn the Fire Lord, then of course he can't soul burn you, but first and foremost, it's about taking care of the corpses of the Tauren. If you kill them with Incinerate, they can't be revived. And that's the play. 3 heal scroll at Chaemiko as well.
Well, according to the game, like how it's going, MK would be much better, right? We have 0 Spirit Walkers so far. But you know, Firelord won't hurt, of course. And we have a big fight. The first Tauren went down. But we have a big fight, so everything can happen. Berserkers are going in. Scimitar just popped the mana potion. There was a nice breath of fire. Rifles, they need to reposition, but Blood Mage is connecting nicely. Paladin has big mana potion as well. There was a surround attempt, but surrounding Blood Mage is very rarely a good option, because this guy is not dying, or maybe he's actually dying because there was Soulburn on the Paladin. But Blood Mage survived. Neo, if this Blood Mage would die, even though he had a heal scroll, that would be a completely different game, and now Scimitar needs to go back. But the game is not over. The game is even, and even though there is tier 3 for the human, the lumber damage was big enough, so there is no early Gryphons, there is no like knights, it's just rifles.
That's right. And what was I about to say? Yeah, we get new Tauren in. We don't have any Griffins on the horizon. Blood Mage now level 3 is very unfortunate. Nice deny. But yeah, Chaemiko is also in upkeep the entire time. Scimitar is getting a lot more gold than his opponent.
Yes, that's true, but the game is like about even, right? At this point, the question is like, is Scimitar entering like unbeatable unit composition? The answer is no, right? He has only 1 Tauren. He doesn't have like Spirit Walkers on Master. He's playing the mix of Headhunters and Tauren, so he can still be outvalued. Very nice Soulburn. He needs to be careful with his Blood Mage. Nice micro, very good micro. There is 1 mana potion on the Panda. Maybe we are going to see a huge damage burst. We'll see about that. Good micro by both players are expected. Panda is starting the value. Heal scroll used. And there is no... Okay, I don't know who is winning. Tell me, Neo.
Well, Firelord goes down. That's a big part of why you can be competitive as an orc. And it looks very, very good for Chaemiko now. And yeah, Skimmy sees it as well. But goddamn, he can be proud of that game. How long was this? Like 15 minutes? Very competitive. Okay, 13 minutes. But 13 minutes, super competitive, nice fights. This, if you tell me like this was so in, I'd say, yeah, it could be.
That was better than Focus. That's what it was.
Kind of right. I mean, very, very good play by Skimmy. And man, this guy is improving every single week, basically.
Oh, GG, very well played. And yes, Chaemiko advances. But yes, you will be remembered, Mr. Scimitar, as a very nice play in both games, actually.
Yeah.
Both games, actually. So, GG.
God damn, this guy is turning into quite a beast. We all gotta be careful. I said that Sharky is the biggest German talent, but maybe it's actually Scimitar.
Well, that's a good question. Okay, Neo, I'm checking the bracket.
Yes, that's
So
good.
we have Sonik versus HawK. So they are playing right now, I think. And the other players that are active, it's Soima versus Lukael. So what's your pick?
I think we go with Sonik and HawK, and then we go with Chaemiko versus the winner of Sonik and HawK, and then we go with the winner of Che versus the winner of Sonik and HawK versus the winner of Dice versus the winner of Soima and Lucy.
Okay, I will have to record this to know, but yes, we are just going to follow, and I am already opening Hammerfall. And by the way, one more comment about popular maps and not very popular maps. All of the Makura maps are fine. All of the Makura maps are very liked by the Warcraft Champions community because people play them a lot. So I hope that in the new season, there will be no, Makura maps are not going to disappear.
Maybe we need to implement more Makuras on all maps.
Oh, that's remember, I want to make this Bora Bora map making contest. We'll see what the future will bring. And of course, the only thing that I will, of course, tell beloved map makers is give me 6 different Makuras, and that's all what I'm asking for.
Okay. I mean, you said it is the project for the summer. It's turning summer soon, with June being in week 2 already. I'm curious if we see this competition. I am thankful for Junior Torre. Thank you for the 23 month. And I am surprised to see HawK is playing Orc.
Well, HawK can play everything. We are speeding up, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so I don't want to be sole radio man. I don't know how ahead I am, but I will tell you that HawK can play them all, okay? I have seen him playing Night Elf, and he lost to like 2100 MMR Orc in B-Cup qualifier and got eliminated. So now he's not playing Night Elf, now he's playing Orc himself, okay?
Yeah, in FFA, I think Orc is very, very, very strong. Some would say they are overpowered, but I, of course, would never do that. They're very strong, though. And HawK is, of course, known as one of the best FFA players in the world. So maybe found inspiration there, and now is wreaking havoc. But in FFA, you always play Blade Master. Here, HawK is playing Farseer, so very different from what you'd usually expect.
Yeah, Farseer is usually means aggression, right? It depends on like which stage of the game. We see double bestiary, so it's not going to be a long game, or maybe it will be a long game with laming.
Yeah, we'll see. I'm still quite far behind you at the moment. Sonik is trying to find some answers here. Little Farseer versus Demon Hunter exchanges, but that shouldn't lead to any losses. Was he trapped in the base? I think so.
Ah, with double Headhunter, I remember.
Yeah.
It was long time ago.
Yeah, sorry, I'm a little slow. It is the weekend. It's holidays. We can be a little slow.
Yeah, and do you prefer to sit in the lobby and talk with me, or to watch a game and talk with me, right?
Exactly. I'm pretty sure the people appreciate the in-game Warcraft a lot more than my face.
Okay, that's true, probably. With all due respect.
But what people appreciate most is 5 gifted subs by Skimitar to the community. Gift sub number 769. That is... Oh man, so crazy, dude. Making me happy on the battlefield, making me happy outside the battlefield. Skimmy, just making everything better.
Yes, thank you for that. And I'm in minute 10, and the game is still speeding up in here. We are
It is like traveling time a little bit. It's Fastia dead. Yeah, that's a bit problematic. Second hero kill. Nice to see Sheik stays makes this competitive. We have Wyvern, no raiders, so this is fun. Not like for us, not for Sonik. But he should.
Wyverns, there is a little bit of laming always, right? Until you like force some towers, you force your opponent to make mistakes by maybe splitting the army and so on. It's the same like playing Gargoyles versus Night Elf, you know? You always lame a little bit and then you fight.
That's right, with the exception that Wyvern are one of the best units and Gargoyles are one of the worst units.
Well, that's very controversial in some circles, you know? Gargoyles were nerfed and Wyverns were nerfed and buffed at the same time.
A player's forces are under attack.
So I'm at the 11-minute mark. We get an Alchemist third for Sonik. This is something that I have not seen, but of course an Alchemist can attack air units. He can throw his bottles way higher than I would ever be possible.
And he was playing Undead, you know, like Alchemist third with Acid Bomb. That's what Happy likes to do versus Wyvern.
True. Oh, the heroes are in trouble. We run. Yeah, this timing seems to be working fine. Sheik is in a lot of trouble. Shadowhunter almost dead. Sheik has arrived on tier 3 as well. I don't know if I've seen Envenomed Spears Wyvern versus Night Elf.
I mean, you know, it's like a troll strategy a little bit, you know, because yes, you can't really fight straight away. You need to lame, you try to expand usually. I'm in the future, so I'm not going to tell you guys if there is expansion or not yet. But yes, you know, that's like, do you remember original Binet? I do remember original Binet. There was so many like Farseer Mass Wyvern players.
Oh yeah.
Because it feels cool to play, you know? You have all of those flying, piercing, heavy DPS army, easy to control, very fragile. But if your opponent is like out of position, you can kill him very quickly. And Mr. Neo at minute number 17. I'm waiting for you.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, I always feel like playing Wyvern is a bit like playing... Did you play shooter games when you were younger? Like...
CSGO.
CSGO, okay. In stuff like Quake, there was a mode called Insta-Gib. So whenever you click on an opponent, he's immediately dead. So all the weapons did like 1000% damage. And it's the same with Wyvern. You click on something of your opponent, it's gone.
That's very true. And it's the opposite as well, right? If they are out of position and Coil Nova, Acid Bomb lands, you know, versus Undead, they melt.
Ooh, Farseer dead again. Ay, towers as well. I'm almost at minute 18. I wonder... Okay, there we go. Now we're running. There we go.
18-3, 18-4.
Yep. Looking good, looking good.
It was worth it, guys. It was worth it, hopefully. Look at the turtle, how deep he went. He's enraged by the Wyverns.
Crossing the entire bridge. Yeah, I'm enraged by Wyvern as well. I can understand the turtle very, very well. It's my spirit animal.
Yeah, you know, good Wyvern lamers, that they have like all of these recipes. Shadowhunter, oh, TP, okay, back, but guys, Night Elf has an expansion. Of course, it's Mr. Sonik we are talking about. And Orc wanted to make an expo and he failed, so I'm afraid that Mr. Sheik has a big dream, but I don't know if it's going to become a reality, Mr. Sheik, to win this map. It's 70 supply versus 50, but in laming we trust.
In laming we trust, and in archers we trust, and in ancient protectors we trust. Sonic, like, I have never seen Mass Wyvern versus Night Elf, but Sonic is of course one of the most experienced players in the circuit that we got. He knows the answer to everything.
I remember when Hitman had one of his moods, you know, to test some unconventional strategies, and he played Blade Master, solo Blade Master, bats in every game, and he had like 30-minute game versus Sonik, where poor Sonik would lame to death. So definitely, he's ready because it's almost the same.
Okay. I like how you put it when Hitman had one of his moods.
A player's force.
You know, yeah, he's a very creative player. I'm talking this, you know, with all due respect.
Yes,
like,
yes.
You know, he played some Night Elf in this season, like so many games with Night Elf. He won versus Grubby multiple times. He took games from like Jens in Night Elf Mirror. And, you know, I'm just talking about what he did to some players with Blade Master bats, you know. You may say, this is a troll strategy. It's not going to work versus Sonik. Let me tell you. Mr. Sonik had to go to like a therapy after that.
All right. Yeah, I can see Hitman enjoying that. It's also something that Carson enjoys, and Carson is basically Hitman 2, right? Just lower level.
Yes.
So...
And Lacker from Dream Community is Hitman 3.
Oh, of course, of course, of course.
Or maybe 2. They need to make 1v1 for this title.
Easy for Carson.
Okay, Creepjug is here. Do we have a TP? Yes, we have. But we have Speed Scroll as well. The Wyverns are dying.
Ooh, yep, that Fork Lightning hits hard. We fight Poison with Poison. Dryad Poison versus Wyvern Poison. Almost the same poison.
Yeah, and I would like to remind everybody that the bigger part of the Night Elf army is AFK at Expo, just protecting it. So.
Yeah. It's like in hockey, you know, you have several lineups and you rotate them out. This is also what Sonik is doing. The Archers and Dryads, they were able to rest a little bit, but now when they need it, they come back with full force.
Alchemist, he's looking for those Wyverns. They were kind of surrounded, but not really. It's not that easy to surround a helicopter, right? It's flying in the air.
Yeah, you shouldn't
First
surround the helicopter, especially when you're as tall as Mr. 8-Man. That can go wrong very quickly.
We need my head in Warcraft 3 for a few more years, guys. Okay. And not in the... Okay, let's not go there. Not in the museum, you know? It's just in my body, working. Okay?
Well, you talked about the Pella Rifle Museum before. That would be one of their most treasured pieces.
It will be like, you know, Forzen, you know, if you go like to Earth Museum, you have like the formation on Earth, you know, like when it was like a liquid, molten lava, you know, it will be Forzen. Then when it was like the life started, there will be like Lemes, and when the life went intelligence, it will be Starbuck.
That's pretty.
And me like in the middle somewhere, you know, these first homids, you know, like these small apes.
I was about to say before the human could walk, you know, that's the ape man. It's perfect. This has to be a t-shirt. I see it in front of my eyes.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Neo. It's too much. I think Sheik enjoyed this.
I think so too, actually. I think Sheik is a very, very funny person. And whenever things go a little sideways and get weird, he does enjoy it. And same for Sonik, I think. So yeah, this was a fun series.
Yes, and the new one is coming in 100 seconds. So this time it's not going to be 15 minutes of us talking in desync at times 3 speed. It's going to be a much better experience for casters and viewers at the same time.
Even though I have to say, you remembered a lot of what I talked about. So well done, Mr. 8-Man. Well done. You can even cast from the future without spoiling.
Well, after casting Polish LAN, I'm ready for everything. Casting from the future sounds easy.
Are there plans for another Polish LAN?
Well, definitely in the different location.
Are you not allowed?
It's like Radaland, you know?
Yeah.
You're looking for different locations as well. It happens, you know?
Are you banned from the building?
Yes, Warcraft 3 is banned from the building. And one day before, I had the interview with this CEO of this, owner on my channel. So things can change quickly.
Yeah, just give her a couple of polls, a couple of drinks, and all of a sudden an entire game is banned from a gaming bar. Well done, well done. I can only imagine that it was the Pally Rifle hooligans who tore this place up.
Yeah, the community united in the drunken brawl, whatever it's called.
Oh!
Mr. Neof.
Yeah. I think it's like, it's the same as what happened after the Champions League final, because we know Toxie won, right? And whenever the French are winning anything, they riot. You've seen it in Paris after they won the UCL. Everything, they tore everything to shreds, and this is probably what Toxie did as well.
Well, let's keep it a sweet secret, Mr. Neo. And yes, a lot of in real life talk. In real life talk. We need to focus on Warcraft 3. That's why we like to see. Sunday morning, tomorrow, most of the viewers have a hard Monday, right? So let's everybody relax. Let's start thinking about in real life, and let's, this is going to be like a very peaceful laming.
Okay. Even though this, yeah. I think this week most of our viewers have a very pleasant Monday because it's holidays, right?
I'm a fallen gamer, Mr. Neo, so it's a good thing that I know that it's Sunday today. But what is happening tomorrow? Because I think in Poland it's a normal day.
I think it is the celebration of the Holy Spirit. It's called Pentecost or something. And in many European countries, that's a holiday.
Okay, so I can Google it, but I prefer to check the altar of Mr. Sonik, and there is Keeper there. I don't know if Keeper is better versus Lames or not, because it's going to be Farseer again.
Oh, yeah. So, since it's Headhunters, Entangle will work against both, Treants will work against both. I don't dare to predict what's going to happen, because Sonic is a madman, and Sheik can be a madman if he's in the mood. So this is like two geniuses clash, and we can only wait and see what's unfolding in front of our eyes.
Okay, Lightning Shield was successful. I mean, minute number 1:58, 59, 2. Is it too fast?
Yeah, I'm at 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Perfect.
Nice.
Okay, so Lightning Shield was okay. I like it. No denies. And we are going to see. Okay, I see he will screw it up. He screw it up. Look at this Farseer. Farseer is trying to get the Lightning Shield. Okay, he did it. When I do it, always this wizard will perch one of my wolves instead of casting Lightning Shield because I suck. But Mr. Sheik does not suck. He actually owns this creep camp.
Let's see. So far, so good. The wolves got the spell now. Needs a grunt to help a little bit. But now he got it. Full camp, no problem.
Yeah, and remember, like, Entangle on level 1 is not that great versus heroes, right? So even though that Farseer is half HP, like, he's not scared of this Keeper, so I kinda like it. And yes, Sheik is going to tech quickly. He's opening with 1 grunt into Headhunters, but yes, as you mentioned, versus Keeper, having like exposed Headhunters is very, very risky because as we can see, there is Entangle on this goat. And he's actually going for the Farseer. It's the opposite what I said, because Mr. Sonik is a madman.
Of course, man. He sees a hurt hero and we're going for the hero. More entangling boots. Bye-bye! And that's the town portal gone. Do we have a shop? We don't have a shop. This is over soon.
And we have a madman.
Of course.
Like, hide, and Sonic's like, let me in, guys.
Go!
And look, surrounded.
No. Sonic is like Shevchenko. He can dribble out of most situations.
It's a very nice ability indeed, but also nice defense by Sheik. I thought, that Farseer is a little bit more resilient, but Sonic proved me wrong. Double Entangle for the win.
Okay, yeah, now Farseer has to wait until the shop is finished. Here in Germany, shops are also closed on Sundays. This is the same experience that Sheik has right now.
Well, at least he is not in the emergency. I mean, his peons are kinda exposed now, but Keeper has very low HP. But remember, Keeper has a TP and Farseer doesn't, so one unlucky Entangle can change change a lot, but so far so good for both players. And yes, Neo, we need Dispel. Orc, they need Dispel versus Keeper very, very quickly, so we are going most likely to see Shamans. Or maybe he's going to ignore Entangle and just go with an Aline, that also can happen. Or maybe Wyverns again. You never know with when one of the play in 1-on-1 player is opening Farseer, you never know because they are crazy, okay?
Both of them crazy. We could also get like mass archers with like Pit Lord third. I wouldn't be too surprised to see that. But yeah, time will tell. While I have a discussion in my chat if Chaemiko was able to dribble or not. I will go to YouTube, Mr. Razor, and see if there's any compilations of Chaemiko dribbling. In the meantime, I can't do any camera control, so Razor WC3 ruining the experience for all of you.
Soul Apeman radio is here. So Org is creeping, Crab level 3 actually, but Keeper with level 3 is crossing the map, and this guy has Entangle level 2, and there is red HP Grant that got entangled immediately. So Mr. Neo, don't even open it because it's Farseer, a player killing his own Grant. That's what happens when you play versus high level Keeper.
And we got the classic combo of Keeper Firelord.
Well, it's classic somewhere, but definitely not in meta Warcraft III games, but in Mr. Sonic universe, yes, maybe it's classic.
Yeah, Mr. Sonic universe is a crazy part of the Warcraft metaverse, one can say. Keeper is still trying to find some victims, but at the moment, it's only Farseer Headhunter claiming kills and stealing the turtle camp away.
Yes, that's true. Tier 2 for the Night Elf, and Mr. Neo, where are the Tier 2 buildings? Okay, now one of them is in the making, okay. So, it's going to be bears probably, but slow bears maybe? We'll see.
Another Entangle trying to get this Farseer and the damn wolves out of his face. They probably smell a little bit, even though they're spirit wolves. I don't know if spirits have a smell. Maybe not. And again, we go double bestiary for Sheik. This time, no tier 3.
I mean, this time is a different second hero. So with Tauren Chieftain, there are options. Oh, okay, Shredder. What does Shredder mean? Let me tell you, I know one particular player. He's called Blade Zupa. Okay. And he likes to buy Shredder because his plan for the game is to invest the lumber into 20 towers and run between them. So I don't know if it's the same plan that Mr. Sheik has, but look at this. The Keeper is in the uphill. Rogue Golem is in the middle of everything. He doesn't care. Speed Scroll used. And who is going to get greedy for the Rogue Golem? Tauren Chieftain had to escape, and Sonik gets it. I think definitely the item does a big healing stone, and it's not looking too good again. Keeper, no, the Farseer, look at him, body blocks. There is Speed Scroll, but I think he's not even using the Speed Scroll because he knows that he's dead. And Tangle level 2 with the body blocks, not like this. We are not going to see any towers because Farseer has fallen. And I don't know if you can stop the Sonicus because he's chasing you and there is a big mana potion. He's going to entangle every single unit. Maybe that's why he bought the Shredder, because Shredder is mechanical and he can't get entangled if I'm correct.
That is true. Doesn't work there, but yeah, this is a domination by Sonic. The winner of this is up against Chaemiko, and it seems like Sheik dug his own grave if you're up against the Keeper, and purposefully not going for Shaman. You know what you're getting yourself into. You can't be near that Keeper at any time, and Sheik ignored all the warning signs and he got punished.
Well, nice micro, a little bit unfortunate, you know, like he was about to finish the creep camp and Sonic just arrived, and when Wild Sonic arrives, you know, it means trouble. Look at the tower and one more hit, he's dead.
Shredder is trying his best to hold, but yeah, Sheik has been eliminated at the hands of Sonic, who was playing a fine series, I gotta say. This was lots of fun to watch, very unorthodox. But yeah, he's a good player and is now in the semi-final.
Yes, and do you have any stories between Sonic and Chaemiko? It's a very random question, but you know,
I don't
do you
think
remember
so.
like any games? Like, do they know each other? Can they like talk with each other? Like,
I don't know.
Relation there?
But I learned that Sonic is a big fan of stuff like ChatGPT these days. He was talking to me purely in German recently with, I can only assume, some translation program. So he can do
Okay.
the same with Korean, I think.
Well, Sonic. Imagine like it's like 11 p.m. and Sonic wants to talk about life with ChatGPT. How this discussion looks like. Very deep, that's for sure.
I want to give a shout out to Mr. Razor, who said Mr. Andrei Shevchenko cannot dribble. I'm currently playing a compilation video, Andrei Shevchenko 1999 to 2000 season, dribbles and goals. So if that's not a dribble, Mr. Razor, then I don't know what is. This guy could dribble so well that they did an entire 14-minute video on it. So, Mr. Razor, once again, you're wrong and I'm right.
Well, if you take a lot of footage of me playing, versus some lower MAR players, we can make a 15-minute compilation of Sol Apeman's best kills and best surrounds. But does it mean that I'm good? To check the opponent.
All right, that is probably true. I'm not getting deeper into this. I think I made my point. So, as far as I know, from the two players, this should go rather swiftly. Game is hosted already. What is happening on the other side of the bracket is another question. We got Dice and Lucy, as Lucy has defeated Soima.
Okay, Dice versus Lucy. So Dice is in like a fighting shape. Today in the morning, I casted the Dolphin Cup, Dolphin Butterfly, Cocoon into Butterfly Cup, and Dice had a very close series versus Cini in the semi-final. He lost 1-2, but he played standard in game number 1, and then he played like two like Sonic-esque builds, and he lost. So it was kind of sad, like he won with standard, and then he dominated Meteor in a third place finisher. So Dice is active, Dice plays in the tournaments at least. So that's pretty cool.
I think he also played one-on-one ladder today on Warcraft III Champions.
But with a human, right? He's Siberia from my intel.
2500 MMR, pretty good.
Yeah, it's not his main race, but yeah, pretty good. That's definitely true. So my bet is on Dice, but who knows?
Yeah, me too. But who's your bet on between Chaemiko and Sonik?
The problem with Chaemiko is like that he's so good, like he's too good, right? You may say, oh, he went to in real life, but he's still much better than like 99.9% of the players. So, you don't forget, apparently, if you are that good. So my bet is on Chaemiko, but of course Sonik is super hard to beat. But Chaemiko has this like, you need to be like, Starbuck-ish level to like dominate Chaemiko. You need to have like 400 MMR more than him. So versus Sonik is going to be very close, and in the close games, I think Chaemiko will win because he is relaxed, right? He's like, I have a real life job. Nobody's going like to even blink twice if I'm going to lose. So I will just dominate. And he's watching you. Hello, Mr. Chaemiko.
Hello.
Annyeonghaseyo.
And he's watching Sonic now as well. Oh, Sonic says and Son. Chaemiko has hosted already. Seems like Chaemiko is using
miscommunication.
A little bit, right?
Well, it happens, Sometimes you can like make an appointment into different spots according to two people, and you are just wait for each other. You get angry, and it's just the wrong spot. Oh, they're in the lobby. They're connected. Beautiful.
If you want to see the first person of Chaemiko, let's give a shout out to Chaeyoung. 1994. There's his stream. Go there, say hello, and follow that man. A couple of picks and bans have to be done, but
say you know how to type lol in Korean? That's only one thing that I can type.
No.
It's like I remember like because like that's the spam that you often see in Korean players chats. I will send you. Because it's the same character.
Is it this tiny little circle?
Like no, it's like tiny little like it's F letter but mirrored.
Ah, yes. Yeah,
that's what you type when something funny happens. So I remember, and another story from 2021 Sol Apeman. So it was back to Warcraft Weekly Cup, I think, or something like that. It was before Back to Warcraft Weekly. It was some like it. I don't. It was some cup. Maybe it was this gold cup or something, or silver cup that was popular a long time ago. And I played versus Gotabi, who is a Korean orc, you know. And he, after the game, he won fair and square. He sent me his picture, you know, in a suit. He's like, it's me, haha, you know. He sent something like this to me, and you know what I responded? I responded with this. That was our conversation.
Well done, well done. Yeah, Gotta Be was a funny, or is a funny guy. Also good that he's back streaming.
I mean, you know, he's less active and he doesn't speak English, you know, but
doesn't matter with all the AI. You can translate everything if you want to do a little bit of effort.
Yeah, but I remember he like played 4v4, and yeah, he's running his own business, if I remember correctly. Like
He had a lot of
restaurant.
amateur cups himself, Gotta Be cups.
Okay, so Mr. Gotabi, keep it up. It's not that easy to be a tournament organizer, and I think the game is loading.
Nice.
To wait for the delay. They were not kind enough to remove the delay because they forget, probably. I said to Kovacs once, make the default option to no delay on every Flow TV.
That, I mean, oh, there seems to be a lag here. Yeah, maybe we could do that. I don't really know.
No, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Ah,
It's okay.
okay.
Mr. Neo.
Otherwise, we would
We need
stream
to-
cheat.
I mean, you know, we need to. I mean, the default option, right? If you want to make delay, you just need to click the delay, right, on Flow TV. In custom games, because in custom games you can pick no Flow TV,
Yeah,
Flow TV 3 minutes, and Flow TV
yeah,
with
yeah,
no
yeah,
delay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
one of those options needs to be default, right?
True.
So my idea was to pick the default one with no delay. Just say.
But isn't the delay there to prevent cheating?
Yes, and some players they don't want to have delay anyway, right?
Okay,
Because
okay.
Sonik is too nice to cheat. ChatGPT told him you need to be nice in real life. One of their conversation.
It is definitely better than Shing Kong today, who disabled Flow TV.
Why?
I don't know. He keeps on doing that for the big matches. He disables Flow TV because he wants his content exclusive, I think.
Did he put like a little text? Okay, I'm not going there, but there was. I used to watch a lot of, let's say, the weird streams when I was younger. So, and there was like a lot of streamers wars. You know, when two streamers they didn't like each other. Of course, I'm not saying that this is the case, but they were communicating via those with some text on their screen when one of them knew that other one is watching. But let's not go there.
Okay.
Of course, Mr. Shinkong is a legend, and shout out to him.
Shout out to him, indeed. Also, shout out to Mr. Knaga. Go 40. Yeah, 40 gold today. Holy shit. From 0-3 to 4-3. It was a legendary series, and everybody should watch that series, even though we were only able to watch it in 10 FPS from a bad stream. But hey, it is what it is. As long as we have Warcraft, it doesn't matter what the FPS is.
Yeah, like I had a friend, you know, I'm not going to say his name, but he made an effort to generate a Chinese phone number because he really wanted to make the Chinese TikTok account, you know. And he said to me like he works in IT, you know, so like he knows the stuff. And he spent 1 week, and his goal was to make Chinese TikTok account, you know, this Dojun thing. And after he made it, 2 days later, he got banned. And all of this effort. So they have better system to detect things like that. So
Yeah.
I think it's very hard to get the Chinese TikTok account. And yes, you either are in the lobby or you have a bad quality. And for me, sometimes it's auto-scrolling to dancing ladies or singing ladies. So yeah, I have a nightmare recently with Chinese TikTok.
Wait, what happened? You fell asleep to dancing ladies on Chinese TikTok?
Well, it happens once actually, but yeah, it's like when the stream ends, you know, it's auto-scrolling now
Yeah.
to dancing ladies. And once I lay like in my bed and I hear like singing, you know, and like what is this? And I have, you know, a BBC tab, you know, the streamer, of course. and it auto-scrolled to Chinese singing ladies. That's what happens when you're a professional Warcraft 3 caster.
Now I know two sleep stories of you. One to wake up to Todd yelling, and now you
Oh, that was my best story. I felt like somebody was like breaking to my house, you know, like there was like a big struggle with police, and it was Mr. Todd schooling his teammates in 4v4.
And now-
asleep, and yeah.
And now we evolved from yelling Todd to dancing ladies.
You know, there's sometimes singing ladies and gentlemen as well, so it is different. But it's auto-scrolling, that's my point, you know? You check the, like, Lin stream, Lin is not streaming, but instead of, like, having this nice message, this user is not streaming or something, it's auto-scrolling to dancing ladies.
Yeah, it's suggesting more content to you. Very smart TikTok.
It's very smart. Okay, I have 3-minute delay.
Yes.
I don't know about you.
I
Minute
am
number 8, 9, 10.
again 1 second behind you.
Yeah.
I'm at 12, 13, 14, 15.
Perfect, let's go.
Okay, Chaemiko left-hand side, Sonik right-hand side, semi-final.
Yes, and it's going to be Keeper for the Night Elf, and it's a little bit different than versus Orc, right? You can't go crazy with Entangles. I think it's going to be more expansion-oriented or cancelling expansion-oriented. We'll see about that. Of course, Tide Hunters is one of the Makura maps, but it has very easy expos as well. And look at this, Chaemiko is making a scout farm. There's a 4v4 concept. Not that many players like to make a third farm as a scout farm. But I have seen like Starbuck doing it on some maps, so you know you get a little bit more vision with the cost of a little bit extra lumber, because the peasants, they don't fly, they don't teleport, they need to walk.
That's right. I saw one more human doing that. It's the mysterious person running, who also placed the farm there.
Okay, so you know, if you have this Excel sheet with all of the hints, who is who, scout farm equals Chaemiko.
Maybe. Or he's just an influence, you know? You don't know. Sonic.
Maybe it's Todd. Todd likes to make scout farms.
Maybe Todd is running.
Maybe Todd is running, yes.
Maybe. We got Mass Huntress.
Okay. We have a literal Mass Hunters. It's like Night Elf Mirror with Pod, but
Yeah.
it's Keeper.
Yeah.
It's versus human. Okay.
So Sonic wants to surprise Chaemiko. There's no expansion. On this map, of course, no mercenaries. So this Mass Huntress can work if he's dominant early game. And this works especially well if there's no sorceress. I've seen this a bit yesterday in the Swedish National Championship, the greatest Swedish competition the entire year. Thorzane played against Starshaped, and Starshaped also went a lot of Keeper and Potter Mass hunts. But Thorzane the God was able to defend it mostly with Sork ladies.
Yeah, Sork ladies are amazing versus Hunts, that's for sure. And I feel... Oh no! Chaemiko, don't do it. Don't do it. I was about to say that, you know, Chaemiko can just stack and enjoy the company of Sork ladies, not even on Chinese TikTok, but here in the game. But no, he's giving him the target. That's the issue. When hunts they're good, when there is a fragile target. And it looks like Chaemiko is giving him one because he's not taking Neo, he's still producing workers. It's going to be expansion on the turtles. Good read by Sonik.
Alright, yeah, plus the scout here of the Wisp, so Sonic knows and he's gonna rub his hands when he's not microing for a second. So Sonic needs a little time to mass the Huntress, and Chaemiko needs a little time to build an AP and a Town Hall and tech, and this will all take a long time. And now Chaemiko also knows that it's Hunt, and he's like, oh no.
Well, is he going to chicken out? No. Chaemiko says, I'm going to expand or die here at the turtle camp. And let's see how it's going to look like. As you mentioned, Sonic has a decision to make, right? Is he going to attack now or he will creep level 3? We'll see about that. Of course, there is no rifles, there is no guard towers, right? So we don't even need to have these heavy armor hunts because it's only important versus water elementals. Speaking about which, there is Archmage on level 3 already. Water elementals are going to be quite big, but they can't be this pool with wisps, and they are coming.
Okay then, let's see. Wisp number 1 detonated, but he couldn't get the kill, only now with the second one. Keeper isn't level 3. Huntress already quite hurt. And so far, Chaemiko's defense looks good.
Well, supply favors Sonik, and you know, he can pull back his hands, he can shadow melt them as well, depends, and Militia is running out. It's all about the towers. The Arcane Tower is about to finish. The same with expansion, so Chaemiko is holding a little bit, but Mr. Neo, the next punch is coming, and Moonwells are full. Sonik is not going to stop.
And there is a shop coming up, which the Archmage needs for regeneration, but he's not allowed. He got no license for that shop in this neighborhood. Sonik shuts it down. He's the authority, and he's also a killer. These footmen are also not allowed to work here. Also no permission. And I wonder how long Chaemiko can stand against this.
I think Chaemiko thinks to himself, why, oh why? Why I did expand versus this guy? I should expand versus somebody, with all due respect, normal. But this is Sonik.
Yeah, you
Sonic
never know.
Finish you out of the sudden, you never know with him, and that's why we all love Sonik. So shout out to him for being amazing. And guys, another pack of Militia is coming, but it's looking grim.
Very, very grim. These poor workers, worst working conditions in all of Warcraft. Invo Potion committed here as well. Dominant Sonik from front to back, picking the perfect strategy against Chaemiko here.
Yes, this is definitely the mind game win by Sonik, and Chaemiko could play one base, but he didn't scout. He decided to expand on in very greedy way, and Sonik was ready with his hands. And we can see, right, that even though there are water elementals, it's not enough. The damage is just here. Another Wisp will just detonate, and 3 more Treants are coming. Of course, Sonik is still tier 1. Maybe if Chaemiko would be able to hold this, you know, the double base income would be enough, but yes, Archmage has to teleport out, and this expansion is left alone. Hands, they have normal damage, the same with Treants, they are pretty good versus building, so if Chaemiko is not going to make any miracle, his Expo is going to die.
And that's this win condition as well. Sonik not teching at all, not interested in heavy armor. He's only interested in killing more as fast as possible and go next. We got more hunts streaming in, more workers dying. Keeper is looking. He finally got that shop up. So Chaemiko, yeah, let's see if Sonik is allowing this, but that expansion didn't mind much.
This water elemental is like holding a door, I think. Was holding a door to not let Keeper in, to not cancel all of this regeneration. And yes, Sonik is a smart man. Some people, like stubborn people like me, I would be like, you know, committed into the aggression, but no, Sonik is taking right now. That's very smart. Now he should also like uproot his Ancient of War, and this is what he's doing as well. That's beautiful, you know, because he's ahead. He has more supply. He killed a lot, right? So basically, they are both entering the mid game, and Sonik is ahead.
Okay, and Sonik is also attacking, both attacking, and then we get a one base game with rifle casters versus then probably heavy armor hunts. Actually,
well, it's a long way to rifle caster. Look at how many footies they are.
Yeah, there's 7 footies, but you know, the blacksmith is coming, and tier 2 is coming as well. Sonik is giving him some time.
Yeah, but it's calculated, you know. He's giving him time on purpose. He's proxy creeping. He's going to be extremely annoying with his Entangle level 2. And yes, very nicely done by Sonik. But Chaemiko is not giving up, you know. If you are a pro player, you know that your opponent can make mistakes, right? If you give me this game right now from Sonik perspective, I'll still lose it. Like, I'm 90% sure, you know, that I wouldn't be able to use the advantage that Night Elf has now. That's what Chaemiko is thinking, you know. Sonik is good, but he may make mistakes, and I can out micro him. But look at this, he's trying to kill some workers. Chaemiko has a lot of lumber, so that's fine. But yes, one Arcane Tower can't handle 3 Treants and Keeper that quickly, but we have footies coming. What the Archmage is doing, look at this, he bought Staff of Teleportation, and he wants to do some crazy magic. Archmage is coming to the expansion, to the main bay of Sonik to maybe cancel something, but hands are already there.
Yeah, seems like Chaemiko expected an expansion, but nowhere to be found. Tier 2 is around the corner, then I wonder... Oh, the expansion!
Yeah, I saw it Sonic. That's Sonic for you. Okay, you know, like, this is the safest spot to expand. Like, Chaemiko has bad memories about this expansion. He's not going to creep this camp because he crept this already, right? He doesn't want to go there because, like, you know, you have bad memories with this expansion dying, so that's the safest spot. And when I said it, there is a footman there. Mamma mia. Why there is a footman there?
I was about to do the same thing because, you know, Jaws, one of the greatest Warcraft gamers to ever come out of Germany, he always said expand where your opponent crept the camp because your opponent will never scout there. But Chaemiko probably also talked to Jaws or was listening to our broadcast and is profiting of the wisdom of Jaws and remember that lesson. Yeah.
3-minute delay, don't worry guys, it's a game sense, that's beautiful. And yes, expansion got cancelled, again Sonic is ahead, but you know, small step into the Chaemiko corner, right? He cancelled this expansion, so Sonic is not playing with him that well, but look at the panda. Panda means that Sonic wants to creep into high level, but the good anti-panda technology, what we can name of course, is Blood Mage. And Blood Mage is starting his mana transfusions.
Mana transfer technologies for sure. We got a heal scroll as well. That's also pretty awesome. I almost expected an alchemist, but nope, nowhere to be seen. We stay on 1 base. We're both on tier 2. As I said, this is somewhat an even game.
Well, supply is still in Sonic favor, but yes, the hero levels as well. He has still an advantage, but I do agree that it's not looking that bad anymore. Keeper is a nice friend. He's providing, you know, treants for Panda to tank damage, so he'll probably pull back the Keeper soon in order to grant Panda level 3. And the question is, what is the win condition of Sonic, right? He's not expanding, he's staying on tier 2. I think he's going to push Neo. I think he'll get Panda to level 3, or maybe he'll try to expand again.
I was about to say, this wisp, it would be so funny if he expands now. Soul prediction man, everybody.
Okay, it's not that easy to prediction Sonic, okay? I'm like Chat GPT, you know? I've been trained on the data from internet. I'm going for the most, like, logical output that people use. And I'm glitching at Sonic.
Yeah, you need the Sonic mod. You have to apply logic and then turn it around. And then you get Sonic. Oh, you get a flame.
It kind of works. Okay, Panda needs to get the item. Item went to the Panda. We have a big fight. Sonic is not going to pull back. Remember, Keeper, the Blood Mage can die and it's actually dying immediately. That was a powerful combination. Keeper is on level 5 as well. Militia is coming. Chaemiko wants to fight as well, but heavy losers are there. There is a good information. There is no mana on the Panda, or all of those units would melt. Healing ward was killed. Heal scroll used by the human. 55 supply versus 39. It's not looking good, Neo, but Chaemiko is trying.
Exactly, he's trying to get his Blood Mage back as well. He called the militia. Everything he got thrown into that fight, but everything he got is just purely dying. The Huntress with heavy armor showing their brilliance once again. And we said it at the beginning, like, sorcerers are amazing, especially when you have Flame Strike or Blizzard. You do slow, and then you kite, and then you do Blizzard Flame Strike, and then all the hunters die. But Chaemiko didn't do that, and yeah, he's probably gonna lose this map.
Yeah, Blood Mage got sniped very quickly, you know, but it's hard to keep Blood Mage alive. Even with Banish, you know, you can entangle the Banish target and finish with the Breath of Fire. So definitely that was quite harsh for Chaemiko. He is behind, you know, but this is his time to play Warcraft 3. He's enjoying this time. And yes, he can still try, but look at this. Expansion for Sonic, Supply Elite, Panda is on level 4. He has clarity as well, so it's Sonic in a very, very good position.
Yeah, speaking of time, it's like 4 AM for Chaemiko, if I'm not mistaken, so late night gaming. He's of course used to these hours as a bartender, no problem for him. Also, the other Koreans, quite some night owls. go to bed at 6 a.m., 7 a.m. No stranger to that. But yeah, Chaemiko is identifying that there's an expansion and now he wants to punish it. But he only got a handful of rifles and a handful of priests. I wonder if that is enough.
It has to be. There is no other way, right? And Sonik is teleporting in. It's going to be one of the final fights. Let's see about that. Is there a TP? There is no TP, Mr. Neo.
Ooh, flame
Don't
strike.
blink, guys, but that was juicy. But he's dying again. I Blood Mage. Heal scroll used. And run Blood Mage. Breath of Fire will kill him. No. Aye.
Fighting fire with fire. Oh, a couple more flame strikes would have been so good here. Chaemiko trying to outmaneuver him and do some rifle micro, but no, Sonik the Madman with Keeper Math Hunts to victory. Well done, entertaining game.
Yeah, and shout out to Sonik for realizing immediately, right? What to do with Blood Mage to not get burned. We need to attack Blood Mage, right?
That's
and
right.
He killed him 2 times. Very good, instinct by Sonik. GG's. And Chaemiko, to be honest, for all of the viewers, it wasn't like Chaemiko suck, you know? He made a big blunder with like a mind games, right? He played greedy expansion, late expansion versus the guy that was aligning him since beginning. So we can't judge the game number 1 too harshly. That's my opinion.
Okay, yeah, I think if he makes some adjustments here and there, he can definitely have a better game on Springtime next. And Chaemiko is then fighting for survival. We got an update from the bracket, Mr. Ape Man, as the second semifinal was a very, very quick affair. 2-0 for DICE. Lucy out, and DICE facing the winner of our Chaemiko versus Sonik series.
Yeah, DICE is, again, in my opinion, he's in a good shape, you know. And you know, he has the reason, right? Every Sunday he has Dolphin Cup, he has Back to Warcraft Weekly Cup, so well, that's a very nice incentive to, you know, stay in shape. GG's.
Yep, I agree. And that is, of course, points for the monthly finals. Whoever wins the weekly is also automatically qualified for the monthly finals. That is another incentive.
That's very true. And yes, for every player, you can just, you know, when I was starting, you know, it was like a pleasure, you know, to play versus somebody super good, you know, just to try my skills. So I was, remember, I was often playing in the cups. And then I entered 4v4 jungle, and Mr. Neo, I played with many players. I got called an idiot by many very well-known players. I called idiots many important players as well. For example, I played with Labyrinth, and I didn't like that he made a second TC when I made a TC as well on the same lane. We had like a discussion about this. And yes, guys, it's like you've seen Labyrinth playing on Warcraft 3 Champions. I played with him in 4v4 because in 4v4 you can mate anybody. At least you could, because now the mode is a little bit less popular. But Chaemiko plays there. Have you known that?
No, I didn't know. I know HawK is a big fan.
Not Chaemiko, sorry, Yumiko. Sorry, Yumiko, the Chinese human. Yumiko.
Yeah, he's very active. There's HawK also, right?
Yeah, that's true, and he's like posting it on YouTube. I got like recommended his like vote from 4v4, so.
4-4. I'm not made for the jungle. It's too toxic to me. I'm a little flower.
Mr. Neo, you know, he's like, you know, are you going to visit Amazon jungles once in your life? Are you ready for the experience? That's the question. Myself, I have this chapter behind me, you know, so like.
Fair.
And I'm happy that I went there, you know, like it's an experience for the lifetime. It's like going to space, like Katy Perry. She went to space, and she's like very happy about this.
As the only person, yes, I think so. I mean, I think I could deal with the real jungle better than with the apes in 4-4. But
well, you being a top caster and you know your opinions about balance, definitely they will like augment your 4v4 stay. That would be amazing to see. But yeah, we don't want to lose Mr. Neo, so let's stay away from the jungle.
I will not stay away from this second map. We're on Springtime. I'm at 1 minute 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And
Perfect.
We have a switch up because not like Chaemiko is not doing that much differently so far, but Sonik is opening Demon Hunter.
Well, Demon Hunter It's probably map dependent, right? Like, feels a little bit easier to creep on tight hunters, but it's hard for me to say. Definitely, both players are quite, both heroes are viable, both keeper and demon hunter. And now it's decision for Chaemiko. What is he going to do? And he's at 22 supply, and it's the opposite. Do you see farm number 3, Mr. Neo?
My eyes
I
get
don't-
worse and worse, Mr. Apeman, but as far as I can see, it's only 2 farms.
Yeah, so it's the opposite of game number 1. He's like, okay, this guy can be very aggressive. I'm not going to be Alint again. I'm going to play one base, and I'm going to give him the best rifle caster I can prepare.
How good is Blood Mage against solo Demon Hunter after the patch?
Well, in pro players, people still go for Blood Mage as a second hero versus Demon Hunter because of the Banish Prison, right? You don't care much about the cooldown because you banish only one target. But look what Sonik is doing. He's creeping 2 camps at the same time. He got decent items, sleepers and ring. That's pretty cool. And the question is what he's going to do. Because let me tell you, Neo, Chaemiko is going to lame. Chaemiko is going to buy time. He'll try to like harass the Wisp a little bit. Why? Because he has no army. As you can see, he's making farm number 3 as we speak. And they are going to dance now.
Well, let's see how good this horse can dance. Maybe we can send that Archmage to the Olympics in a fine little dress for the, I don't know what it's called in English, for the competition. Demon Hunter is not willing to dance. He's just steaming hot and burning away.
Yes, so that's for me what is interesting in this game, how Sonik is going to prepare for the rifle caster push that is coming, right? Is he going to stay on tier 2 for a long time and make a lot of archers, or is he just going to rush bears, you know? Because there are different approaches if you know that your opponent is playing one base. And as I mentioned, look at this, there are 3 footies like running in circles, Archmage is running in circles, so dear viewers, be patient because the big push is coming, but yes, human needs a little bit more time to prepare it, and you know, every kill matters now, right? So maybe we can kill one archer, maybe we can harass some wisps, but yes, Sonik is aware, Sonik is pulling back, and actually he feels confident to go for the footies now with the power of Boots of Speed, but Chaemiko is splitting his footies very quickly. Are we going to deny 2 creeps? Please, do it.
Nope. A little bit too late. Archmage also gets the boots, also got good items, also Tekken. Did not forget about the rifleman, but Sonic? Maybe I'm missing something, but there's no Hunter's Hall.
Under attack.
Well, that's a very good point, and we are past half of the tech, right? So the Hunter's Hall should be on the way, and if you are going to tell me that Sonic is going to play Talons versus Rifle Caster push, I will lose my mind. But no, there is Hunter's Hall. For the viewers, like Talons are not good versus rifles.
No.
Let me tell you that.
Neither are Fairy Dragons or Hippo Riders, so an Ancient of Wind against Rifle Casters, highly questionable.
Yes, but there is Hunter's Hall. It's a little bit late, you know. It's not too late. It's like you make appointment, you are late, but the person that you made appointment with like forgives you. Okay, it's no drama.
Can still go for a second hero early. He's very short on resources anyway. In the meantime, Sonic is creeping spots of Chaemiko away, but Chaemiko has a lot of mana. He could go for the lures.
Yes, as we can see, Demon Hunter is like solo creeping while Archer are protecting the rest, and the second hero choice is also quite interesting. I don't see Naga just yet. Probably he's going to buy it with his Demon Hunter. Oh yes, we have Naga. And look at this, he's item hunting. Mr. Sonic is not afraid.
Not at all, eh? Okay, Naga has been a carry quite a bit in these matchups, especially if you can carry the game into the later stages and the Fork Lightning gets stronger and stronger. Not afraid of a thunderstorm. And yeah, Rifle Casters come in. Archmage is very underleveled. Is that a problem for the push?
When I was actually learning Warcraft 3, I remember somebody smart told me, Soul, if you have Archmage level 3, you go for Blood Mage second, because you know, you have a lot of Water Elementals, big Water Elementals. But if you have under level Archmage, go for Naga and push with Naga, But Chaemiko, he wants to creep level 3 first, and the item went to the Archmage. At least we have that, but Neo, the Pala Rifle, the human army is quite fragile. Now we need to see Militia. You need to pull Militia, or all of those rifles are going to get bullied. And let me tell you, without Rifle Caster, you can't push the Nidelf, and Nidelf get level 3. I mean, that tier 3 bears, and entire disaster will happen. And this game looks like disaster, and it's only because I said that Chaemiko is going to win the series. And we know how good my predictions are.
Soul Cursor, man. Yeah, it's a little unfortunate situation for Chaemiko here. Lots of damage on the Rifleman. He's trying to run away. Demon Hunter has boots though, so there's a body block. And then the Priest dies as well, but the Rifleman isn't too far away, so the Rifle dies as well. And now the Demon Hunter can't be controlled, and another Rifle is falling. This is a grande disaster for Chaemiko.
And Sonik is going tier 3 behind all of this. So yes, he did more than enough, you know. At the like in the hindsight, you say in English, you know, if you could judge the past, I would just teleport out, you know,
yep.
As Chaemiko. At this Creepjack at the shop, I would just teleport out. Okay, maybe I would just lose a little bit of experience there, but if you construct your Rifle Caster, it's like making, you know, House of Cards with Rifle Caster push, you know. You want to, like, if you make a mistake on the way, entire thing is going to, like, fall down. And with losing that many rifles, you need to start building it again. And Nidal is not going to wait for it. He's going to make bears. He's going to be very efficient with rejuvenation. And yes, Mr. Chaemiko, you need a miracle now.
I agree. Maybe his patented body blocks, surrounds, his excellent micro can do something here. Otherwise, Sonic versus Dice would be our grand final. But with Sonic also, you never know. You know, sometimes heroes dive a little bit too deep. You set a trap, and then heroes fall, and all of a sudden the game turns around. With Sonic, everything is possible always. This is why we like his matches so much.
We have seen Fortitude being able to like win in the late game, sometimes one base with the help of Sword Ladies, right? Because we are expecting a lot of bears. But actually, look at this. Sonic has only one Ancient of Lore, so I mentioned that I'm wondering what kind of anti-one base technology he's going for, and he went for a lot of archers, right? So he is still making he's making marksmanship, as you can see, the damage upgrade. So it's going to be a mix, right, between bears and still a lot of archers. And Chaemiko is doing well, right? He's creeping the middle, and of course, he's just tier 2, even though the supply is kinda even, right? The Nidalf has like huge upgrades. Nidalf has Bear Master, the Archer upgrade as well, Orb, and a lot of items. It's going to be tough, but Chaemiko will try to construct this one more push.
And I've watched some Sonic games. I wouldn't even be too surprised if he goes for Pit Lord third. That's his signature. He's also 5 supply away from, you know, being maxed out. He's a little short on gold, but Militia are coming. And the push hits quite hard in a moment where the Demon Hunter is really low. Bear is there to help him out. Will he make a trip to the tavern and then portal? That goes on the cost of an ancient, but it doesn't matter.
He's going to make a trip to the human base. That's also an option, but no, he's not a lamer, okay? He's a fighter.
Ta-da! That's why they call me.
Yeah.
That's why they call me the prophet. Exactly.
Yes. Well, Mr. Neo made one hard prediction today. It was successful. I tried to make like 8 easy predictions. All of them failed. That's why Back to Warcraft is so big. Okay?
But you are learning, Soul. I mean, half a year ago, I remember I made fun of your predictions because they were always so bad. Now, when I watch your cast, I think you got better.
Thank you. The trick is to make a lot of predictions. And is there a trick to winning this game versus Nidalf? Pitlord was forgotten, by the way, or he was waiting at the shop because he's just level 1. Look at the Blood Mage. Blood Mage has big invul. The Rifle Caster position is not that bad. There is one Heal Scroll. He's trying to make the most from the... But look at this Rain of Fire in the typical way of Sonic craziness. He's forcing Rifle Caster to reposition. The Arcane Tower is not going to finish. The things are dying. Imba Hunter is in the banished prison. But yes, the efficiency of Rifle Caster Master is not looking too good. Supply is a-okay, but remember, Nidelf invested into third hero, into the items, and Fork of Lightning kills the Blood Mage. GG. I think Chaemiko is just going to leave after it. That's my another prediction.
Okay.
Are you leaving? He has no shop. Oh yes, finally.
See, you just have to spend more time with me and automatically your predictions are getting better. Sonik killed Chaemiko 2-0. This was not to be expected that clearly. Maybe Chaemiko a little tired given the time of day. Those Blood Mage losses across the entire series were a little bit too much.
That's true, and you know, in first game that was like a build order loss kinda. In second game it was the micro and like the game sense of Sonik to creep jack, you know, in the right moment. And even though Chaemiko like tried to play one base, which can of course work, as we have seen from Fortitude versus like Loliet, his build up was bad, right? He made this huge blender at tier 2 instead of teleporting out immediately. He wanted to like test the waters a little bit. And he drowned inside of the Nidelf base.
Sad, sad, sad. 2 Koreans have been eliminated. Lucifer out of the upper part of the bracket. Chaemiko out of the lower part of the bracket. So Dice versus Sonik is our grand final. Night Elf Mirror. Or Dice is off racing. I actually don't know. I haven't seen his games today.
I think like he will never off race versus Sonik. Like have you seen what Sonik did to Chaemiko and Dice? Of course, he's amazing with human, but he's not as experienced, you know, as as like a normal, like, you know, pro-human players. Like to deal with Sonik, you need to like have experience in crazy games, and I think that Dice as a Nidelf main needs to like challenge him in Nidelf Mirror. That's my guess. Of course, I can be wrong. And also, yes, Nidelf Mirrors versus Sonik, he can be very aggressive. I'm excited about those games because, guys, it's not going to be like Chinese top Nidelf versus Korean top Nidelf Bear Mirror forever. No. Let me tell you, it's going to be crazy.
It's going to be very wild indeed, especially when Sonik is involved. And also, Dice doesn't seem to like bears at all. So yeah, I'm hyped for this. Whenever it's something that's not bears, it seems to be very entertaining recently in Night Elf Mirror, with big variety, lots of hunts, then sometimes no hunts, then sometimes hunts and talents, and tier 1, tier 2, everything is possible in Night Elf Mirror. One of my favorite mirror matches these days.
Well, in the Night Elf Mirror, you have like fashions, basically. So there is like, I remember Firelord fashion, you know, mostly on Warcraft III Champions ladder, you know. But there was like a Firelord versus Firelord. Like every top Night Elf was playing Firelord in the Mirror. So they were definitely there a little bit some like crazy ideas that can be tested. But at the end of the day, with the big tournaments, we mostly see Demon Hunter versus Demon Hunter with Keeper second, Force Aura, Mass Bears, let's go. But we can see as well, for example, Totem with Hunts with different variations, right? And again, I thought that, you know, the Hunt change is going to change the Night Elf Mirror, right? That is basically going to be Hunts versus Hunts in start. But actually, on pro level, they can hold the Hunt aggression pretty well. So yes, you never know what you get in Night Elf Mirror if it's not like colorful versus cow or something.
Exactly. We got a new sub. Thank you, Burrow Rush, 47 month. Go Chaemiko. Mr. Burrow Rush, you're a little late to the party. Mr. Chaemiko, he went, but he went out of the tournament, courtesy of Sonik, unfortunately. Game has been hosted at the hands of Sonik, who is also a wonderful tournament organizer, and the game actually has started already. 2.5 minutes. Mr. 8-Man, at the beginning you said you have 1 hour of time. Now it's already way more than 1 hour. So will you still join us for the grand final, or will you take?
Yes, I was about to mention that, Mr. Neo. I cast with this one more game, and I have to go. Sadly, it's not because it's Night Elf Mirror. And again, I'm hyped for this Night Elf Mirror very much. So I will be lurking, but yes, sadly, time is limited. And Mr. Neo, let's forget about this, and let's focus on this one amazing opener. You know, in World Cup, in like Olympics, you have 2 important moments, right? Opening ceremony, opening game, and the final. So yes, that's what is going to happen now. Opening of this grand final of Back to Warcraft Weekly Cup. Let's enjoy this together.
Exactly. Sharky, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a few good games. I think your game versus Mr. Winner was really, really good, especially your micro, my dude. Macro, you gotta work on that a little bit, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Thank you, thank you. So in 80 seconds, we are ready to go. Dice, a little higher MMR than Sonik is, probably the better player, the champion of Rara Lan in the final versus Leon. But Sonik seems on fire today.
Well, again, Dice, as you mentioned, what he did to Lukael, right? Very, very quick games, very quick 2-0. So yes, we have two well-performing players that can click quickly. Okay, you know, that's my saying that I made myself. And do you agree with this? Sonik has this urge in every game to put his hero under 10 HP. And he's just looking for this opportunity to calculate this perfect moment when he can take enough damage to be under 10 HP, because then it feels good for him. And I have seen so many games of Sonik being ahead. He had a TP, but he was trying to take this one more archer shot. And his Demon Hunter died. And he wasn't ahead anymore. So I think in this way you can like summarize how Sonik plays. He likes to take it to the limit, you know? Push it to the limit, basically. And I hope that
he is a thrill seeker, that's for sure. And he wants to play for the people. He wants to be an entertaining player. He says of himself that he plays bad Warcraft, but I think he plays quite some amazing Warcraft. And wherever Sonik appears, there is intensity and there's emotions. And we'll see where this goes. Here is the tale of the tape of the Back to Warcraft Weekly Cup Grand Final number 152. Dice versus Sonik. And according to my stats, Sonik won the last 2 games between the two. Can that be true?
That's surprising. Yes, I believe you to your like statistical system, of course, and no Tavern Hero opener that I can tell you. I'm speeding up at in 40 seconds, 43, 44.
I forgot to speed up, but almost there. I had to verify my statistics, but yeah, it's true. Sonik won in Golden Mayo Cup and also in the Dolphin Cocoon into Butterfly Cup number 13. 2 wins for Sonik. Let's see if Dice can break the curse. Back on War 3 Champions, back active, and back into the monthly final, maybe. I am now at 1 minute 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Perfect. I'm here. For some reason, I'm always in the future, but that's why my predictions are so good. And guys, on the bottom right is Mr. Dice. And he's playing bottom. On the top left, it's Sonik, and he's going to with Demon Hunter. Neo, even though you can upgrade your hands to have heavy armor, I have seen Dice today in the morning playing versus Cini. He won with like big advantage with just tier 1 Alien. You know, the good old standard. You make double Ancient of War, you upgrade your hands to 1-1, and you prepare your push, you buy double scroll. And that's the game plan. There is no fancy tier 2, there is no Moonglaive, you know. That's what he did and he won. Is he going to recreate this in this game? We are going to see soon.
We will see. And playing aggressive versus Sonik is, I think, a smart thing, because we just mentioned how Sonik likes to be the aggressor. And then if you're aggressive yourself, you take his favorite toy away, then he has to play defensive. Sonik and defensive in one sentence sounds weird and wrong, and it shouldn't be that way.
Look at Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter was, sorry, but Mr. Dice knows those trees, you know, where he can hide the wisp, so I was impressed a little bit, because Demon Hunter was chasing one wisp, but the wisp was able to hide. And look at this, Minio, it's... Sonik found a way to be aggressive. He's just harassing this poor bottom.
The bottom is doing a lot of damage. I don't know if she's that poor. But yeah, we go Mass Huntress for Dice. Could still be attack, but usually that would then be single Ancient of War. Now we go Mass, as you prophesized already. And then Sonik has to get ready with a fast attack. He's also walling off.
Sonik is going to pull the creeps. Is it going to work?
Oh!
Is Demon Hunter going to be red HP? Let's see about that. That's an issue if you make your Ancient of War in a juicy position. It's not that close. And so far, the creeps are not that interested into killing the Ancient of War. So it wasn't that good.
Creeps didn't listen. Unforgivable. Sonik, no authority to them. Demon Hunter now pretty hurt. Took some mana away for the Steering Arrow. Plus 12 damage, man. It's still crazy how Steering Arrow scales these days. Sonik on the other side creeping for a strong Demon Hunter that will be the vanguard of this defense. Next up, Demon Hunter level 2 harassing. Maybe a little bit too late. Caught him close to 2. Reveal used. He wants that archer at all costs, but he's sacrificing a lot of HP for it.
The blocks from the hands a little bit. He got the archer, and there is no mana on the pot. By the way, the interesting thing that probably back to Warcraft viewers know, but I will mention it. On level 3, when you unlock a Steering Arrow level 2, actually the spell level, the spell has a longer range that potom attack, you know. And if you cast it manually, you can attack from a longer distance.
That's right. So a little micro expression there.
Because actually you need to do it, you know, like I was playing with myself and people like, you know, in the Twitch chat, of course, they were giving me amazing advices like, Soul, why you don't click that Steering Arrow? You can kill him. But on level 1, it doesn't matter. And look at this, no, Sonic is going to lose his Ice Troll Berserker. This guy is so expensive, not like this.
And he also lost an archer to the creeps before on the left-hand side. This is not the greatest setup just yet. Trying to go with the body block, but Dice is just a little bit fast.
Yeah, and you know, the time is running out for Sonic. He understands that around the start of the day, right, the push will happen, and he's even losing one more Wisp close to the hands. Demon Hunter has boots. Demon Hunter is pressuring, but it's not the end of the world. And Dice is very close to level 3, level 2.5. If I can see it now, and of course, you know, soon he can move his Ancient of War to this Mare camp that he planned to creep later. And again, there is no pressure on Dice. He can just construct his push, and he can do it when he feels comfortable, right? So far, Sonic is not doing too much, but remember, it's not that easy to push experienced Nidelf into his base. Sonic will use his Moonwell, Sonic will position his archers well, so the game is still open. Naga second. Okay, that's weird, but let's see.
Okay, Naga is tanking quite a bit as well, but it was arriving just when Dice opened up that creep spot for heal scrolls and protection scrolls. And so both take a lot of damage, which in general should be a bit in favor of Sonic, because Dice is on a timer and Sonic wants to unfold the lore still.
Yeah, Naga is good, as you mentioned, like to fight in the map, right? To creep Jack, that's amazing. But later, during the push, you know, Naga is not that great. Usually the Niders are going for Panda. Panda with... because Panda is amazing versus Hans. Why? Oh, the Demon Hunter! Oh, the surround was here. TP forced immediately.
So...
He has TP.
So...
Yeah, don't take damage! Don't take damage! Why?
That, Mr. Apeman, is a question that I ask myself for, I think, 20 years. And I
Like,
haven't...
you know, there's like weird habits, superstitions of Warcraft 3 players. If you are not going to lose all of your HP for nothing, when you get surrounded, you are going to... Warcraft 3 is going to uninstall from your computer during the night. And the shop, 4 seconds, Mr. Dio, aye. Too late.
Alright, so Dice has to walk all the way across the map again. And that is more time for Sonic, who is not going for tier 3 or anything. He's now building a shop. Defensive position seems alright, but yeah, he did use a lot of Moonwell juice. His army isn't that big yet. But Dice is seemingly under no pressure and continues creeping.
Well, creeping over level 3 is not good, right? So I'm a little bit surprised that Dice is creeping this. Let's see if he has like another plans. He's not expanding, he's not tagging. So he will still try to push. I mean, you know, he has Ancient of War in position and he was around. He can creep this, but yes, The time is running out for him, but yes, Sonik is not rushing tier 3 as well, so it's not the end of the world, and the push will still happen. As we can see, ladies and gentlemen, Dice, the yellow Night Elf, he has 600 lumber. It means that he can bring all of his wisps, like literally all of them, and he can start making ancient protectums, one of which is already in this nice hill in the north. Do you see, Mr. Neo, this interesting position? And yes, the push can be like slow, you know, he can push like step by step. Sonik was smart enough to steal the healing scroll, which is very important, but yes, the towers are under construction.
Alrighty. 4 towers at the same time. We got a Shadow Priest in to heal a little bit. We got a Protection Scroll. Not the nicest items for the bottom, but at least she can pack a little bit of a punch. That AP is a wonderful anchor that will distract pretty much throughout the entire push, and glaives do so much damage to them.
Yeah, as you can see, Sonik is trying to make a lot of Ancient of War with Natural Blessing. It's actually amazing versus Hans when you uproot, and versus Glaive Throwers as well, but I don't know if he has time. Heal Scroll was used by Sonik. They are fighting for real. Towers are not ready yet, and Dice is actually not moving his towers from the north. He's just focusing on the big fight. He has a big supply lead, and Neo, I think it's working. I think it's working for Dice. Overall, the start of the game was good, and now he looks like he's going to seal the deal, because remember, he can always pull back into the towers. He has the Glaive Throwers, and it's much easier to attack than defend in this position. But 2 Ancient of Wars with Natural Blessing are online, and they're quite strong. You can repair them, but Demon Hunter, as you mentioned, died to Potom long range, and guys, it looks like Mr. Dice is winning with Potom. GG. That's what I expected, and I'm happy to see that it worked. Mr. Dice in a very, very good shape. Sonik, a little bit out of position through the entire game.
Yeah, he wasn't ready for this at all. Dice is playing fantastic. No flaws, straight up. The Mud Golem. I love that Mud Golem. So much control on the Demon Hunter. Couldn't chase anything. It was too slow. For me, the MVP of this push, Muddy the Mud Golem.
Well, Muddy was the nice touch, but you know, it was like, if you know, it was like when you are winning, you know, it could be Muddy, it could be another Glaive Thrower, but I'm not going to take it from you, Mr. Neo. That was definitely amazing, and I would like to thank you, Mr. Neo, for the invitation for the CawCast. Shout out to the Twitch chat. Thank you for the nice messages, and yes, in real life he's calling me. But guys, I'm hyped for the final. I'm going to be lurking in the Twitch chat as well, and thank you, Mr. Neo, for organizing this tournament. And have a nice grind final.
Mr. Apeman, thank you so much for your contributions, for your good mood, for your jokes, and especially your predictions. It's been a blast. If you like what Soul Apeman is doing, follow him everywhere. Twitch, YouTube, Soul Apeman. Go find him. Go follow him. Here's the shout out. With one click, you do him a favor. Thank you, Soul, for your time.
Thank you very, very much, and have a good evening, guys. Bye-bye.
Of course. Soul Apeman, legendary caster from Poland. Off we go. It is Sonik versus Dice, round number 2. Dice once again in yellow, Sonik in the blue. Love to see so many lovely people here. Bye, Mr. Soul. Makrura, indeed. And now, do we have any changes? Will Dice go straight up bottom once again? Is Sonik switching anything up? Feels like Dice is kind of stuck on bottom. I think there's a lot more variety with bottom these days. I love that it's very rarely bottom mirror. Yep, bottom it is. Demon Hunter it is. Stick to your guns. Wonder if Sonik can find a few angles and see his mistakes. Don't know if this super early aggression is worth it, but yeah, that one TP, that once around the one TP where he lost pretty much the entire moon juice he had was an issue. So yeah, problematic for sure. If that mistake doesn't happen, we got a whole different game,
Players' forces are under attack.
and we'll see where it goes then. That's the thing, like Sonik, he's not really too aware how to play defensively. All he knows is offense. Dabei! defense, problematic. I was a bit worried that it's an Ancient of War last hit, but nope. Sonic with the ring, very, very sturdy now. In case, by the way, you're missing anything that Carson is doing during his cast, let me know. I can, of course, try to impersonate him a little bit here and there. All I know is some fumbly bumblies, but we haven't seen too many fumbly bumblies, to be honest. Sonic knows that it's supposed to be a second Ancient of War. I very much like that. It seems to have enough damage. This is, of course, time where you can't creep, and this is, again, time where Potom is going out for a hunt. Thing is, though, if this is cancelled, Dice could just go tier 2. But he's already preparing for a second Ancient of War here that then can't be used for creeping. But still. Isn't tier 2 for the Potom player worth it? I agree. But the thing is also that you can vary it up. I think that's the very cool new thing for Huntress players. Either you go with tier 1 pushes, or you go with tier 2 Alchemist heavy armor. Some players mix Huntress and Talents, which I think is super nice. Not ideal versus a Dryad, but you can find ways around that too.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's a lot of damage already. This will again cost quite some moon juice, but yeah, Sonic is teching for quite some time already. Okay, I was about to say is forgetting a Moonbill, but no. And now the Demon Hunter is home to clean up finally. Yeah, draining. This is what the Potom early game is supposed to do, right? Drain moon juice as much as you can until ideally it's daytime. And Potom can just... Oh, that Huntress shouldn't be lost though. Ay, ay, ay. Now you can casually go home with 2 more exit kills here. This is unfortunately a little bit of a disaster for Sonic. He played so well with Chaemiko, but it's a different beast. Dice is a different beast. Now he goes for a second Ancient of War himself, because again he has no Huntress Hall due to all that pressure. So he's... Is he going mass archers against this then? Goes Naga again. 3 out of 5, 4-3 champions bug? Yeah, of course, of course. It's funny how Sonic has so many issues with that. Has running officially been unmasked as Chaemiko? Is that still only a working theory? Most likely theory is that it's multiple players.
A player's forces are under attack.
Chaemiko might be one of them. But nothing is official. Yeah, Sonic, you need a miracle here, dude. understaffed. Towers up. Ancient Herd. Moon Juice almost empty. And Demon Hunter under levels. I don't know, guys. Also, I really don't like that Naga. I feel like Panda / Tinker would do a lot better.
Players' forces are under attack.
And the AP is creeping, lol. Glaives are coming. There's no urgency whatsoever. We're not even going for bears yet. Like, we can't. It's just archers. Sonik needs the most defensive position. And he's no expert in that, unfortunately. Seems like we got quite a fast cup today. If this continues. Because Dice is most likely to be going up 2-0.
Players' forces are under attack.
And so far, Dice is giving us no reason to believe that Game 3 will be any different. Sonic is intercepting reinforcements, but unfortunately on the cost of like half his army.
Players' forces are under attack.
And yeah, it's not like he's getting closer and closer to a win condition. Trying with hero focus now. Alright. But Wisps shall be in position. Body block with glaives are possible. Body block with Wisp here. Okay. Bottom is buying so much time that everything else is falling. Yep, Sonic only has eyes for that bottom. It doesn't matter what's happening on the other side. Block, block. He wants that bottom. He wants the bottom at all costs. And he's gonna get her finally. At what cost? Doesn't matter. Bottom is dead now, but so is everything else. GG. Dice takes the 2-0. Rather simple, I gotta say. Rather simple. 2-0 Dice. 2 bottom pushes. 2 tier 1 bottom pushes. Exactly 10 minutes. That was well timed. And again, Sonic is bringing us quite some entertainment, I want to say. With that play at least. But yeah, let's not predict. Let's not pretend that this is not a one-sided affair. It is a pretty one-sided affair. On both maps so far. Sonic needs a little miracle. By the way, we finally got an update again on the Warcraft, on the Warcraft 3.info ELO ranking. Look at... Wait. There we go. Happy still on top, but losing a massive amount of points. Despite him winning Don't Force Me Cup. Lin back on number 2. 40 has been bleeding points right there. Labby and 120. 3 out of the top 5 are undead. Can you believe it? Well, that's something you wouldn't expect, I think. This ELO ranking goes against pretty much everything we say about the strength of the races. Life, of course, an absurd amount of points after defeating Happy. And then here it gets a bit more normal, I think. Most improved player, Biko. Who did Biko beat? Lado? What did Lado do? Mario Cup or something? NCN. Look at him. Shout out to Panda Band as well. Oh. Buskill, you will be back, buddy. You will bounce back. What did Vest do? Wait, what did I miss? Ooh, Mr. Vest lost the series there as well. Yes, yes. Not too pretty. But hey, we get game 3. This is the grand final coming up. Match points. For dice. Tomorrow we continue coverage of B Cup, by the way. No, of M Cup with the random heroes. And in the evening, we have a clan war of Thunder Ducks versus Phantom Aces. It's like Starbuck, Pato, etc. versus Dice. And I'm gonna join a voice call with the Phantom Aces people, and we're gonna watch that clan war. Afterwards, I'm gonna be playing Immortal Gates of Pyre, as tomorrow is the start of Steam Next Fest, and there's a new playable version of Immortal Gates of Pyre, and I like that game a lot. It's the same strat on both sides, this time on Shadowgrave. Good to have the ELO ranking back. Thank you, Aaron, for bringing the ELO ranking back. It was necessary.
A player's forces are under attack.
Did anyone get the Switch 2 yet? We actually discussed this quite a bit. I made the comparison that Switch 2 after Switch was super awesome, feels like it's just meh. It feels like the Wii U. Wii was super awesome and a big game changer. And the Switch was super awesome and a big game changer, but Wii U and Switch 2, kind of like, yeah, I don't know. Kind of nice, I guess. But I don't see any crazy features that I need. I don't see any games that I need to have. And I don't know when I used my Switch the last time. Oh, that is a lot of damage! B2W rip in the chat. Kind of unwinnable, isn't it? There is no next, Mr. Settlerstroy. I think this is the grand coronation of a new weekly king and dice.
Players' forces are
Hey, let's stay positive. It was only a level 1 hero. It's back in no time. Pot him hiding though. Ay. And the bottom's here again. A nice safety. Oh, I was about to say if it gets the last hit here. Well, if Dice gets overconfident now and throws his heroes away too, there might be a chance. After the 64, every second Nintendo console has been meh alternating. I like GameCube though. But mostly due to the games. Wait, what came after the GameCube? Was it the Wii after? Oh, Kevin, you're stranded at a rural train station. If only you had a Wii. Mr. Knov! I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful last day of the Swedish land. Once again, I cannot thank you enough for the tournament the past 2 days. I had so much fun with you guys and seeing you guys and calling you guys and seeing you guys play. Much love to the Swedes. We're in the grand final, everybody. And it looked like Dice is trampling on Sonik. Sonik played so well. Sonik eliminated Chaemiko 2-0. And then this grand final starts and it's like a different person. Yo, Ankla, dude! 69 months tier 2. Let's freaking go. Oh, Nick Oldhead in the chat. What the hell is going on? Dude, your content is fire, my dude. You guys should follow Nick Oldhead. Twitch, YouTube, everywhere. And Ivy, oh, you lovely soul. Hello, thank you for the sub. That's a lot of lovely people at the same time. Jesus Christ. And that for such a one-sided game. Oh my god. Yeah, I mean, Dice is just storming into this base and he's gonna click on things and things will die. And yeah, that's like the game. Look, that's why they call me the prophet, everybody. Tinker level 2, damage is done, Sonic no income. Boom. That is over. I mean, Sonic still has a heal potion and Boots of Keltalas. Maybe.
A player's forces are under attack.
It's still the best game for him by far. I like that Tinker adjustment. Mass archers also. Sonic is fighting, man. The dude is never giving up. But it feels like since second one, basically, Dice is dictating this game. And we got Muddy back. Like, rule of thumb, the player with most Muddies wins the game. Maybe he's learning how to play defensively. Thing is, archers shouldn't be exposed to hunts. Otherwise, they die like flies. And that's kinda what we're seeing right now. 1, 2, 3 archers falling in a sack. Muddy is going mano a mano with the Berserker. He is brave. Same for the bottom. Lol. With the big healing potion, dude, Dice. That is sloppy. Sonic has a chance all of a sudden. This Demon Hunter can kill him. Bro, that was so lazy. Was he playing with one hand? Overconfidence. Slow and insidious killer. Maybe we got ourselves a grand final, everybody. Dice is living further east of Russia, right? Maybe it's also a bit late. Oh yeah, please turn into one of these super weird Night Elf mirrors. Yeah, there's no hero, so you can't use a heal scroll. So these Huntress are kind of destined to die. I like how brave this Shadow Priest is. Like, he's that little guy on the schoolyard. Come at me, bro! Come at me, bro! I'm taking you on, bro! Then he calls his big brother. The big brother Tinker and Demon Hunter. Amazing. That Demon Hunter is so sick, dude. Plus 14. Yeah, let's go. Damn, that took some time to get the bottom back. Using the heal potion would have helped Dice's chances. That's a very good analysis, my friend. You learned a lot watching this channel. We haven't had a single bear in this, right? Usually rejuvenation on the Demon Hunter is a good weapon to deal with these pushes. Not a single one.
The town is under siege.
But beating a Tinker level 3 is really not that easy. Again, by the way, wrong skill order. I'll never not unsee this now. Engineering upgrade 2, better than Pocket Factory 2. This, by the way, is episode 75 of Qbert being in the chat instead of casting with me. He just never got time, guys. He never got time. He always has time to be in chat for some reason. It is? Yes, it is. Engineering upgrade makes the clockwork spawn a lot faster, and upgrading Pocket Factory only boosts the explosion of the clockworks. And so, engineering upgrade, always better. Yeah, Kevin, I think he has the channel on mute as well. I'm pretty sure. He doesn't even know. Yeah. See, you see how it is, Kevin? And now he's like pretending. Jesus Christ. He actually admits he has me muted. It's okay, Qbert. It's okay. It doesn't hurt my feelings or anything. Alrighty. A couple of hunts and glaives against lots of archers. Bottom level 5 is so much damage, by the way. Plus 19 on the glaives is crazy. But you can't be careless with the bottom now. Okay, we learned how to use the potions. I like it. And for once, the backline is actually healthy. Demon Hunter level 5 as well. I feel like this Demon Hunter holds this solo. This was a disaster of a game for Sonik. Up until DICE made a gigantic mistake. And now both are losing all their units, and it will come down to the heroes. But that bottom is not looking good anymore. Oh, I don't see a bright future for this Zeppelin here. Wait, can he kill all? Thank you for Shadow Melt. It was time. It was about time. Everything is Shadow Molten. Level 6? He has no boots. The bottom can actually live. What is this game? It's very entertaining. That's what it is. I got serious doubts that DICE can close this out. Like, I'm not even lying. This Demon Hunter alone could probably kill this army. Bottom dead. Tinker dead. Incredible. That was a big XP boost for the Demon Hunter. But, Sonic has an expo. Okay. Fascinating game. See, this is why we like Night of Mirrors here. Even though all people, or a lot of people hate on it. No. Night of Mirror, best mirror.
Town is under siege.
Level 6 takes the same time as level 4. Yep. From level 4 onwards, it's all the same. Doesn't matter if level 5, 6, 7, 10. It's all the same. It varies in cost, though. But not in time. It's all 110 seconds. Fun fact, Neutron didn't know this after playing the game for 20 years.
Town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
Not surprised the human main doesn't know. Well, obviously every Night Elf knows, for reasons. This glaive might kill the expo, by the way. This game is just a slaughter. Every unit must die. Can he shoot into the woods? Why does DICE not go for a glaive upgrade? He's not tier 2. And you need tier 2 for that.
A town is under siege.
Imagine an alchemist here. Would you just continue with the glaive?
A player's forces are under attack.
We got double muddy and both die in seconds. Rip. Oh, rocket transition. Yes, Sonic. Entertain us. Bottom got one heal scroll. And we have Starfall. Can he put... He can cancel that Starfall. Oh, he's still going for Starfall, isn't he? Now no mana anymore. Rockets! Well done.
Are under attack.
Rockets defeated Thorzane already this weekend. Even though the game was stolen from Jingla. It's the weekend of the Rockets and DICE leaves the game! Sonic, after losing the hero on tier 1, still able to make a comeback. God damn it. Trust in the Tinker. And you shall receive. What a weird and highly entertaining game that was. That's the best description I can give. Super weird, super entertaining. Starfall is a bad choice, IMO. That level 3 arrow is crazy. Ah, it's just 48 damage per shot. 48 damage! For basically free. Who is it that got Neo muted? That's the Q-Bird guy. I should get rid of his VIP status by now, by the way. Bah! Sonic fighting everybody, and these guys give us no break. Dice yellow again. Yep. Just 48 damage. I mean, it's just 2/3 of a coil for the cost of... Wait, 5 mana or 10 mana? I don't know. Also increases range, of course. It's really good. 8 mana. 8 mana is an odd number. Only get the range increase if you manually use it. Yeah, that shouldn't be too much to ask. We got the bottom once again, but we got a bottom mirror here. Let's go. Mr. Grinchy, it is a pleasure. +1 on the list of nice people in the chat. It's a very wholesome group of people in the chat today. Are there things you think should be buffed in chat? I think our hair growth shall be buffed big time. Baron has entered the chat. Oh, butt crumbs, you're a gem. Alrighty, how good is Sonic with the bottom? I don't know.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think Muddy needs to be buffed, man. It's a freaking tragedy that he always dies this fast. He has so much more to give. He can, like, mostly only cast 1 or 2 slows, but he, you know, he likes to give to the people.
A player's forces are under attack.
So Dice should have a lot more experience with these bottom pushes. Oftentimes bottom games come down to like who pushes faster, right? We sometimes, like, I was bored out of my ass watching bottom mirror for a long time. Up until I saw that spin to go with Alchemist second on both sides and Talents. And then it becomes the best mirror there is. I keep telling you over the past couple of weeks, talents make everything better. They're like salt. But I guess if you're thirsty, salt doesn't make it better. You know what I mean. Talents are to Warcraft what salt is to cooking. Just don't use too much, because mass talents are ass. Cheese makes everything better. Sternlöwe 88, talk to Qbert about it. Not only does Qbert never want to cast with me and has me on mute, he also doesn't like cheese. Not that he's like intolerant or anything. No, he just doesn't like it. That's the kind of person Qbert is. Talking about cheese, I'm still looking for good vegan cheese. If anyone has any recommendations, let me know. Dice is quite hurt. But he has 1 hunt more.
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm kind of... Okay, we got tier 2 this time. Nice. 1 step. 1 step closer. to Huntress talent.
A player's forces are under attack.
So far, it's a very even game. Is this the most even game we had so far? Mondarella. Thank you, Merandi. That doesn't make any sense to me. You need heavy armor versus every Night Elf unit except Hunts, and now they go tier 2. That's because an Alchemist is super amazing. Alchemist is crazy with mass hunts. And Acid Bomb as well. Alchemist in general, amazing hero in this matchup. Please go for Alchemists. And please don't go Dryads. Dryads are boring. Yeah, there we go. Alchemist number 1. Go wins. Go wins. Go wins.
Player's forces
You know you want it. You know I like it. Please me, people. They'll both build lores and we know it, right? I'm not watching in the middle of the screen. I'm just watching the production to see what they're doing. More hunts. Okay, that also works. Dice has been, I think, quite a fan of talents in general. He's of the same opinion as me.
town is under siege.
That they make everything better. Close to level 3 Alchemist already. That's some big buff.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dice is doing an amazing job of keeping Sonic busy while creeping with Alchemist. They're truly fantastic. Okay, we do have town portals. We go double hunts. Who has more hunts? 9 versus 8? Alrighty, but heal spray level 2. Can you out damage heal spray level 2 even? I don't know. It looks like Sonic is just losing everything. That Alchemist by Dice is the absolute MVP here with Acid Bomb on top. Could try to transfer the invuln to stay a little longer. Did. And now he got it. Yo! Sonic is losing so much. Including almost his Alchemist. Is there just a chance to kill him? Transfers the TP. Yeah, feels like Dice is taking this series again. Ooh, Sonic took a beating here. Jesus! It's similar to Orc Mirror, right? When you start a fight with Shadow Hunter being down a level and you don't have that stronger heal wave.
Player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, Dice bottom distraction was phenomenal. And now we're down a level at the bottom. We're down almost 2 levels at the Alchemist. Why are the Hunt's weapons glowing like that? That's the upgrade called... what's it called? Glaive. Moonglaive. And then they start glowing. And it upgrades their armor to heavy.
Player's forces are under attack.
Sonic better upgrades. Skimmy, that's... Well, yeah, 1 defense upgrade. But is that really meaningful? We should shun both players for not going talents. Imagine how quick a Huntress falls if there's Acid Bomb and Fairy... And the magic damage of talents. Okay. Sonic is fighting at home turf now. That's the biggest advantage he can get. But it's Acid Bomb too, and Heal Spray too. Dice running out of mana soon though. Heal Scroll used already. Mana-wise, there's a lot that this Alchemist can offer. But yeah, Sonic is losing so much again. Can't compete with Dice anymore. Level 4. So even more damage. Alchemist out of the fight. Did he get a heal scroll? Oh, Dice got the heal scroll. Both got 1 heal scroll. I feel like these are the final moments. Sorry, I had to stop an ad from happening. Final moments of the Back to Warcraft Weekly Cup number 152. We got a deserved winner in Dice, demolishing Lucy 2-0 in the semi-final, winning against Sonic 3-1 in the grand final. Absolutely well deserved. And qualified for the monthly final. Sonic. Sorry. Sonic making a good case. Especially the game against Chaemiko was truly impressive. He played that really well. But this match once again showed he's very good when he's aggressive. And he's not that great when he's the defensive player. Thank you. And yeah, Dice the better player today, especially in this matchup. Thank you, Kangax. Thanks for the Sunday stream. My pleasure, mate. It was a good Sunday. If you haven't seen Happy Verse 40, watch it. It was so good. Quality, of course, ass because we had to restream. But still, what a series that was. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. And tomorrow, we're back with M Cup. Let me check if I'm casting. I think I am. As Mr. Demo Man is back on Wednesday. Correct. So yeah, tomorrow. Oh man, tomorrow, big day. Lots of streaming. First, M Cup, the random race, random hero, random mercenary tournament that is in playoff stage already. Lots of people have tomorrow off, so you can all watch the awesome games of Soen vs. Labby at 1 p.m. Infi versus Happy afterwards. We also got Pro League, that is a clan format, with Phantom Aces, who are currently standing 6-0, versus Thunder Ducks, who are currently standing 5-0. And I'll be casting that with the people of Phantom Aces in a voice call. Maybe even Qbert will join us then for a cast. But I think Dark is going to be there. Pato said he is. Who else? Izzy, I think. It's just, you know, I think it's just boys being dudes. Kind of thing. Warcraft style. And then in the later evening hours, I also plan on playing Immortal Gates of Pyre. I already wrote that down, Marandi. Mondarella. I'll check that out for sure. There is an L Cup cover I saw, but I think Infi vs Happy is pretty appealing. Soin vs Labby is pretty appealing. And in L Cup, it's like Lolite, Cini, Ice Orc, and Sock. We'll see. We'll see if there's good games then. Because, like, technically I'm somewhat on vacation. And here I am casting, I don't know, 11 hours today and probably 11 hours tomorrow. I'd rather take more breaks in general. But yeah, from Wednesday on, then I guess. I'm on like semi-vacation. I wanted to go on vacation, then Carson said, "Hey yo, I'm on tour." Like, okay, yeah, bye. So basically, I'm only casting when no one else is around, which is a lot of today and a lot of tomorrow. Yeah, the entire next forget that vacation thing. I'm casting every day next week. Even though I really should not do that. Anyway, tomorrow big day. Gonna be freaking great. Looking forward to it. We had so much fun with the Swedish Championship. We had lots of fun today, especially with the Muslim versus Jens. That was a hell of a match. Then Happy versus Fortitude. Hell of a series. Co-cast with Mr. 8man was absolutely wonderful. Tomorrow got some great games. How can you not stream these games? You deserve some rest. The week after. The week after. Maybe. Appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you want to do me a favor, follow us on YouTube. We got 2 YouTube channels that are popping off. Thanks to the wonderful word of art of Warcraft. Every like, every comment, every interaction boosts the content. We got a second channel called Back to Warcraft More. They got some amazing shorts there that you really, 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 really don't want to miss. And I'm gonna cook myself a curry now with some naan bread and pour myself a rum and watch some fun stuff. And then we see each other tomorrow. Have a wonderful Pentecost Sunday, whatever you do. If you're not watching the stream tomorrow, have a good day, whatever you do. But of course, I like you less than the people that are tuning in. So who am I rating you to? Who is doing Warcraft stuff? I guess I'm gonna rate you to Foggy. Yep, sounds good. Nick, keep it up, my dude. You're doing an amazing work. Follow Nick and Knopf and everyone. Take care. Love you all. Thanks for the posy vibes. I needed that. Bye.